Come up in here, man. Let's talk. Seen some comments in my comment section. Seen some comments, man, in other people's comment section. Seen some comments in family members' comment sections. And so I had to do this, Yeah, I just wanted to hear the voices of the people. Wanted to hear the ladies, really. And we're going to hear from some very interesting people as well. Come up in here, man. Let's chop it up. Blessings to everybody as they come in. As you come in, make sure you hit the like button. Blessings to everybody. Blessings to you too, baby. Everybody come in, man. The more likes, the more recommendations, the more notifications that the video will receive. Everybody come in, hitting the like button. Isaiah, what's going on, young brother? Give me some more content, man. I'll help you out. I got you. Blessings. Everybody come in, man. Come on. Let's get this together. I know some of y'all wanted to go to sleep, but then some of y'all, really don't need sleep like that. Most of y'all don't even go to church, so, come on, come up in here, man. Then some of y'all, you train like that. You can stay up all night and still do what you got to do in the morning. Come on up in here, man. Blessings to all the ladies. All of the ladies, come on in here. I want to hear everybody's opinion. But we want to get the ladies. I really want to hear the voices, the opinions, the thoughts of black women. Whether I agree or whether I disagree, I am not going to interrupt you while you're speaking. And when I speak, I'm asking for that same respect. Blessings to all the ladies that will be calling in tonight. When you speak, I am not going to interrupt you. I'm not going to try to talk over you. You will have the opportunity and liberty to speak your mind. I just ask that when I'm speaking, hopefully you can do the same. All right? All right. Come on up in here, man. Hit that like button. Come on. Don't be afraid. Black of love, man. What's happening? David Robinson. He don't even get props like that. When we be talking about the greatest sinners that ever played, David really don't get his props, man. The Admiral was something else, man. He was something special. He really was. You can't really talk about the greatest sinners to ever play, and not mention David Robinson. If we just base it straight off of just basketball, yeah. Come on in here, man. Gave Shaq the blues. Yeah, but as Shaq evolved, I done seen some games where Shaq gave David the blues. Yeah, but the Dream really gave David the blues. I tried to not bring it up, but y'all know how I feel about the Dream. In my opinion, the Dream is the best ever. Let me see. Lord, appreciate that 10. Yeah, the Dream is the best center ever to me. Now, if you ask me who the greatest center ever played, I'm going to say Hakeem Olajuwon. That's just my opinion. Yeah. My list for centers is way different. Everybody be putting Shaq above. How you going to put Shaq above the Dream? But anyway, that's another opinion. We'll talk about that later, but appreciate that 10. Get up in here. Before I allow the ladies to call in, I'm going to allow two beautiful, black sisters to, come on. And they're sisters, like literally, to speak on Christian's behalf. They've been knowing Christian, for a long time. These are people that know him. So, of course, I'm going to give everybody else the opinion, but I just wanted to allow people that actually know Christian to speak on his behalf first. Is that a problem? I don't think that'd be a problem. No, that shouldn't be a problem. Come on, man. I want them likes looking like the viewers. Yeah. I wanted to equal the playing field. I might have some people later on, another beautiful woman. she wanted to call in too, but of course she had to attend an event. If she can make it out, I'm going to allow her to call in too, but definitely want to give them the opportunity to speak their minds concerning him. What you saying pause for? That's honorable, Pete. Yeah. I would want somebody to go the extra mile for me. If I died, if I was not here, rather than just people that don't know me, that's trying to define my whole life within some tweets, I want, people who actually knew me, to speak on my behalf. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to allow everybody to get their views in, but I would do that for you, whether I like you or not. I just think that's just a manly thing to do. That's just what a man does. Whether I like you or not, whether I fuck with you or not, I'm going to do what's right because I am that I am. My character is not based on what you did or what you didn't do or what you said or what you didn't say. I'm going to do what, I desire to do, that which I know to be right because I am that I am. That's just me though. But come on up in here, we're going to chop it up. And without further ado, let me make a phone call right now. Do me a favor, get them likes over 200. Do me a favor, share this video. Do me a favor, if you're not subscribed, click on the subscribe and bell button right now. Brother, it's 180 likes. Refresh your shit. Come on. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, this is me calling on my other number. I know I spoke on another. I forgot to tell you that, I'll be calling you from my other line. Hey, how you doing, Coach? I'm doing very good now that I hear your voice. We're live right now.
Okay, cool. So my name's Toby. And then I have my sister, her name's Princess Nanye, on the phone.
So for those that can't, hold on. Kosi and is Nanye, Princess Nanye.
Yes, it's me, Nanye.
Okay, and let me say this before we even begin. Fellas, I know you listening to their voice, and I know this is a very serious topic, but yes, to answer the question, in your head, they both fine. I understand. They both fine. Yeah, they both. I know that's a serious topic. Like, that's what's up. I know this serious thing, but how they look. Yes, both of these two black sisters are blessed. But yes, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. No. Thank you. So as you know, we're currently live right now, and I'm gonna actually allow everybody to give their opinions. But I wanted the people who actually knew Christian, who actually had personal experiences with him, to speak on his behalf. So it's such a blessing to have both of you on the platform. It really is. I appreciate the both of you. I would want somebody to do exactly what you guys are getting ready to do for me if something like this was to transpire. So without any further ado, just introduce yourselves. The sister in the background, I'm going to make sure the audio is right before you guys start speaking. Just speak for a moment, just so I can see if everybody can hear you.
Okay. Yes. Hi, Simple. Thank you so much for inviting us to the live. I really appreciate it. My name is Nonye. People call me Princess, but y'all can call me Nonye. And so can you hear me?
I hear you very good. You sound beautiful to me. Okay. I can hear you good. How can as of right now we got 259 people listening. For everybody that's listening, can you hear? Is the audio good? I don't want you to miss anything. Is everything cool? Okay, they saying it's clear. Okay. Yeah, they saying it's clear.
Okay. Well, I first wanted to start off the conversation by first thanking you, Mr. Simple, for bringing us on. And I just wanted to also say that me and my sister Kosi, we come in peace, number one, and we just wanted to have a very open and honest and respectful conversation. No one is here to disrespect anyone. It's just, Toby, Christian, Toby, we call him, is our really good family friends. We're really good friends with the family. So we just wanted to say that we wanted to have an open, honest, and respectful conversation, and that's how we're coming. So we hope that the same thing will be reciprocated to us. Okay?
Amen. Yeah, I agree. They agree with that. You guys have the floor. As a matter of fact, Nonya, you could start first, and then Kosi can come right after you.
Okay, well, so my name's Nonye, and so we grew up in the church with Toby, and for a very, very long time. I am much older than Toby Christian, because, I was older, and I kind of like babysat the youth in the church, and we attend a black church. It's an all-black church, African church, and we all grew up in that setting. And also, our family friends, we're very close family friends with him and his mom, his father and sister. They come from a really great family, very, very respectful people, very awesome people. We've always liked them. So I just wanted to just let you guys know that, I grew up with them, and I'm much older, but, I kind of babysat the youth in the church. So I'm just coming from kind of like an older sister, close friend standpoint. So yeah, that's my background on our relationship with him. Cozy?
Not only did we, grow up with them, we went to church. We also did like choir practice. We were in the same choir at church. I actually played him in basketball because he went to Plano East. I went to Lake Highlands. We just had those similar interests. So, we definitely grew up together. So I definitely wanted to put that out there.
Okay. Because I didn't want to interrupt anything that you guys had to say, because of course I got my questions, but I wanted to just give you the liberty of just speaking your mind on whatever you wanted to speak about, because as you know, there's been some narratives put out there, and I just wanted to give people, that actually knew him, to either confirm that or just completely destroy that with their personal experiences that they had with Christian. So is there anything that you wanted to say before I start asking questions?
Sure. So before, of course, you can ask questions. That's what I expected. So I guess I'll start off by saying that, again, we grew up in the church, and our church, we come from an all-black church, African church, Christian faith, and this is a long, long relationship. So everyone in our church is Black. It's a Black community, very close community, and we're also powered by the Igbo community. And when I say Igbo, we're like a traditional tribe out of Nigeria. So that's Black. We are Black people. So that's how we grew up in our church, and our church is it's a homely feeling for us, And what I'd like to say that watching, Christian and his brother grow up over the years, he was very active in our Black church. I'm talking from vacation Bible studies to church choirs, Christmas programs, just so very, very active. I believe leading the sermons on youth Sundays. Very great, very, very great family. So I just believe that also he was also involved in outside the church as far as like the Black community. We did a lot of community service. I remember putting on a health fair for the community, and he was one of the strong youth that would help lift up, bring medical supplies, things like that. So I just wanted to say that that's kind of how we came about, and he was definitely active in the in the Black community. So, but I'll go ahead and let you ask questions if you had any.
Yes, I wanted to know, since of course, your first time coming into contact with Christian was at the congregation that you guys belong to, and it was a black church. Was he Christian on any auxiliary in the church? Is he like a part of any type of evangelistical type of outreach ministry that was a part of the congregation? Like, did he have like an important position in the ministry or something?
I believe whenever you belong into a small subsection in the church, it's always important. But he definitely was involved in the church youth, in our youth choir. In the youth, we had like instruments and stuff that we played with handbells and stuff. But he was involved in the youth choir and, of course, in the youth Sunday sermons whenever we took over the Sunday sermons.
Okay,
and also,
so
I believe there was a time that he preached during the youth Sunday sermon, and it was pretty nice.
so was he just given the opportunity to testify, or was he actually like a youth minister there whenever the youth was presiding?
Yeah, so how it works is that, during youth Sundays, it's a specialized Sunday, like it's a feature Sunday. And, I guess whenever you're called, because whenever you do, it's not something that you're just made to do or assigned to do. This is, a calling from God, or if you're moved to do. And there was times where he did preach, and he did specialized preaching on Sunday, him and his brother. I distinctly remember that. So, yeah, there were times that he was called to preach.
Okay, so you would see him. I say that because when you're a minister or when you're put in a position on an auxiliary in a congregation, you pretty much have to communicate with the people in the congregation, which would be black women, which would be sisters in the church. And so, from your experiences, during the time he would minister and during the time, whether it be in choir practice or after service, he had a very, what type of character did he have? Was he friendly? Was, he godly? Like, how would you define, him during this particular time of his life? And what age was this?
So we grew up in the church. Okay.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I've always known Toby to be very friendly. I've never seen him have anything as little as an attitude, like even a bad attitude. Like me, sometimes I would come to church with a bad attitude, and Toby, he would always try and cheer me up, like always smiling, always have something funny to say, always cracking a joke. So that was his personality as far as with me, for sure.
Okay. So,
and for me, because I'm older, so, he always gave me, him and his brother, because they were always together, and they gave me my respect as, like, an older youth, kind of like an older sister. And as far as, like, his personality, very friendly, very, very, very upbeat guy, and, just always very respectful. So, like my sister said, I've never even seen him have an attitude at all, like, ever. And this was, I want to say, over the span of 10 years, way over the 10 span. He had to have been very young. I mean, over a decade.
Okay. So let me ask you this, because, by him getting a chance to sing in the choir and ministering at the congregation, what do you think happened, for Christian to say the things that he said on Twitter? Because like I was saying to them, a lot of times when people get on social media, sometimes people will say things for shock value. Then you have those who will, at that particular time, maybe they was going through something due to the fact of rejection, or maybe they, got roasted or verbally crucified, by a black woman at that time that they was endeavoring to have, and she showed some disdain, and that might have compelled a person, because a guy might holler at a fine ass black woman, and she might say, "Boy, if you don't get your ugly ass up out of here," and that within itself, especially if it keeps happening and happening again, I've seen guys, "Oh, bitch, fuck you," you know what I mean? Bitch, bitch, you more handsome than me anyway. Bitch, fuck you. Bitch, you look a fool. I was just playing. I ain't really even want you like that, really. So, I actually think that when he was on Twitter doing this, I don't know. Like, of course, I just say this. The boy was 16 years old. He was 16 years old. And what I look at it funny is, anytime a minor does something, everybody will say, "Oh, you know what I mean? He's a minor or she's a minor. She's a little baby. How could you?" But now all of a sudden, because he done said something derogatory about black women, all of a sudden it's, "Oh, rest in piss. Fuck that nigga. Oh, shit. Oh, that's how he feel? Oh, that ain't our fight then. Yeah, let a white woman have him then." That's just what I've been seeing. So that's why I had to bring y'all on here, because I wanted to hear another side, because it's easy for somebody to just go to the page or go to the highlights, because I will tell you this. When you go on this page, you don't see the blackness. You do see Black Lives Matter. He do got one post on there for Black Lives Matter. But when you go on there, of course, I know where they come. There's no, like when you go to somebody's page, especially somebody that's not in criminality, you go to their page, they got their brother, they got their mother, they got family members, they got people who they was tight with in college and high school, grammar school, what have you. You will see the blackness, and of course it just wasn't there. So of course, with them tweets and with them coming to the page and not seeing, that's where, I'm like, "Oh, well, he hated black people. I don't see nothing on here. I don't even see, this boy ain't even got his mama on here. See, he hate his mama. He ain't post his mama on Instagram. What type of nigga don't post his mama?" I just know my people. I know my people. So that's why I wanted to ask you guys, from those experiences of being around him, you've never known him to say anything negative about black women.
So I'm going to speak to that from kind of like a personal standpoint. So as far as, like, of course, I saw the tweets, and mind you, this has been a very shocking week for us, who is close to his family. And so, when I saw the tweets, of course, I saw them, I was shocked. I was like, "Oh my gosh," like, how, and I was kind of like upset. I was like, "Why would you say something like that?" But then, of course, I looked at the dates, and it's like he's 16 years old. He's a 16-year-old baby in high school. And I'm going to speak to an experience for myself. So I was also kind of, when I grew up, I was kind of like known as the token black girl, and I'm going to say that, thank God that, Twitter was not back in my day to where some of the things I said and the remarks I said were documented till today, because I know I'd be fried. However, I'm just saying that I could speak to, him being 16-year-old boy saying those things. I think it's just, honestly, we could chalk it up to like really dumb tweets as somebody that's a 16-year-old. I can't say if like a black girl hurt his feelings if she asked him to prom and she said no or anything like that. I can't speak for that because I wasn't in high school with him. However, but I can speak for myself, who has been labeled as the token black girl, like from 9th grade to senior year, had all white friends. And I'm going to be honest, I've said some remarks that today people will probably be shocked about. And I'm just going to say, you're not the same person that you were 11 years ago. Like, I hope you're not. You're not the same person that you were 11 years ago. you would probably think, and of course, I've dated white men back then, or I talked to white boys back then, or whatever. And sometimes it'll be the cool thing to say, like, oh, I don't really talk to black guys, and then it's just like, you're just trying to fit in. You say stuff to try and fit in, but it's not nice. Of course, it's not nice. But growing up, me being an adult, I graduated from the Texas Southern University, the largest HBCU in the South. So obviously, I'm not that same person. And I'm going to speak to the same thing for Toby because, he's making really dumb, frivolous, not nice tweets, when he's 16. I think it's just I'm just chalking up to him being dumb and him saying dumb things. And if you go and visit his tweets as an adult, from 2019 and later, it's obvious that he's not the same person. And it kind of is very painful for me because it's like black women or just black people in general are really trying to focus on the negative from when he was 16, a small boy saying some dumb stuff, probably just trying to be fit in or just just saying some dumb stuff because I've done that before. But nobody wants to focus on the tweets as when he was an adult or retweets that support the black movement, support fawning over black women and loving black assets and, just being pro-black and loving Obama and things like that. So it just it's painful for me that nobody wants to focus on the positivity of his adulthood, and just I'm just going to give you an example. The best example I can give you is whenever you, as an adult, you're trying to apply with a potential employer and some of your records come back from when you were youth and all your infringements is brought up. You want your employer to, forgo what you've done when you were youth. So many people will chalk it up to be like, what, I'm not that person. Those cases that I caught when I was 16, 17, 18 years old, I'm not that person anymore. Maturity has played a part in my life. You can't even catch me even doing those things. So, you'd want your employer to have that same energy upon your life and have mercy upon you because you're not that person. Please look at me, judge me for what I'm doing now, not from back then. So that's what I'll say to that.
Okay.
And I agree with that. One thing that I do have to say, I feel like, Toby's not the only person that has ever said silly things when you're young. I feel like when you're 16, you're learning a lot of things in the world. If you go back 10 years ago, you'll probably find some crazy things that I've said. Who knows? But I don't think that we should use that against him. I've been told crazy things from black people, from white people when I was young. When I was in high school, I've been called an African booty scratcher. I've been told to go back to my motherland. These are things that silly kids say whenever they're in high school. It doesn't really mean that we need to take that and assassinate his character, especially for somebody that passed away. So, and then if let's not focus on the negative things. He's also said positive things. So that's definitely what I have to say about that.
I totally agree. If we can speak on the negativity, we should be able to speak on the positivity as well and deal with things in totality so we can see the whole picture. If you only basically speak on scenes, of a film instead of the film in its entirety, you're going to miss out, on the true depiction, that the film is giving you. So what I would say, because and blessings to Princess Nonya, she brought some positive tweets. Of course, that hasn't went viral. The negativity did, but the positive tweets didn't. Concerning black people, that didn't go viral. Him, of course, attending black events, that didn't go viral. So in his adulthood, he did do some things that showed that he don't have no hatred towards his people. I honestly, in my honest opinion, I just think that he was, and this is no disrespect, maybe if somebody that know him want to call in and correct me, I just think the brother basically lacked knowledge of self. I hear that, he was a preacher and I've known some preachers that didn't have knowledge of self, because when you truly have knowledge of self, you don't, it's just certain things you just don't do. because it's a love that you have, not only for you, but your reflection, which is a black man, which is a black woman, which is my people. So, and it's understandable that he had these abominable things proceeding out of his mouth because he was 16 years old. And as the scripture says, foolishness is bound in the heart of a child. So I expect children to say childish things. I expect children to say things that's contrary to that which is right. So once I found out that he was 16 years old, I wasn't trying to, make another, World War III. I was like, man, this, it's a lot of things. A lot of you said, and let me say this, because some of you, one sister, she had a problem with me using Brother Malcolm. And I thought that Brother Malcolm was a very good example because Brother Malcolm, had time to evolve into Malcolm X. And I asked you the question, what if Brother Malcolm had got killed when he was Detroit Red and didn't have the opportunity to evolve into Malcolm X? And let's say if his life was taken by one of the white women that he was presiding over in the streets when he was hustling. So if he would have got killed with a white woman, you guys would have said, oh man, shit, fuck him. Sitting over there with fake ass Marilyn Monroe. Should have been with her sister. Tired ass nigga. I'm so tired of these tired ass, you understand me, dollar short, day late ass niggas sitting over here messing with these crackers. So, you know what I mean? That would have been his, that would have been the view that y'all would have had for him if he would have died at that time. But he was allowed to evolve. And so because he was allowed to evolve, we see him as an icon instead of basically a cracker lover. So, I mean, hey, that's just my vision of, did you want to put some more paint where it ain't? Go ahead.
No, I'm snapping.
Oh, yeah. You have to give people evolve. As I like to say, we all wake up at different times of the day. You didn't wake up the same time that I woke up. The day that Paul got saved, that ain't the day that Peter got saved. The day that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad came to his realization, that wasn't the same day that Brother Malcolm came to his realization. We all have different appointments. We all have different times where we'll come to a revelation in life. And for me to be categorized or defined, by something that I did contrary at this particular time, at 16 years old, you want to define my whole life, with that. I think that's absurd, people. But I understand, I respect everybody's views, and my opinion does not have dominion over what you think. So if you think or have thoughts contrary to mine, by all means, share yours, and I'm not going to interrupt you, and I want you to be able to do the same thing with me. Before I continue on with anyone else, sisters, did y'all have anything else that y'all wanted to convey about Brother Christian?
Well, I just kind of also wanted to touch on the fact about social media. Social media doesn't really, represent somebody's life per se. I mean, y'all all know that. We all know that. Instagram, that goes without saying. Don't believe everything you see on the internet. Like my social media, like I think you spoke to about, like, he ain't really showing no pictures of his mom. Like, I don't have no pictures really of my mom either.
But I did. I can't say that I seen the blackness though. Like if they go to your page, they can they can tell you love being black. The thing with Christian, is people saying his views. When they keep saying views, but it's really his preference. And to me, I think a person has the right to have whatever preference they want. If you have a preference for Italian men, I shouldn't criticize or try to minimize you because you have, a preference for an Italian man. That's on you. If you want to be with an Italian man instead of my fine black ass, then baby, my condolences, do what you do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, do you have like what's your like fondest memory? Like what's one experience? Do you remember something that he said or did that was funny, or anything that he said or did that brought joy or a smile or some type of enlightenment, at that time? Like when you think of him, when the last time or when was the best time that you saw him?
Oh man. So I'm glad you asked me this because okay, so we started off this celebration day that it celebrates like our Igbo culture, and it's called Igbo Day, and it's a day, it's one day in the summer that we spend all day celebrating this our Igbo culture, and we as a youth group we started it off it started off very small. And then over a decade, it got bigger every summer and bigger every summer and bigger every summer. And how Igbo Day goes, it's the first part of Igbo Day is like, we celebrate, the Igbo culture by speaking our language, paying homage to our language, the food, just traditional stuff, bringing out with dances, showing dances and stuff like that. But then later on, it pops off into like a more kind of club atmosphere. And everybody in the community, I'm talking about Black Americans from the hood, from the suburbs, all over Dallas will come. And I'm talking about this was like a summer event that popped off every year. And it got so big because we'd have to like go from every year, change venues to bigger and bigger places to where it started having to be held at convention centers. And so my fondest memory that that includes Toby, was during one of the traditional dances. He was involved in this group called the Ipakati Boys, and it's these real fine Igbo boys, and they all like dance traditionally. They're really good at war dances, traditional dances. And Toby, he popped off the dance by like, and you would think that he like, this big strapping boy, would not really into that, dancing or whatever, but he popped it off by like really dancing traditional. And I'm talking about all the girls was going crazy, everybody's going crazy, the parents was going crazy. We actually have a clip of that. I posted it on my story. I think I'll probably post it again later on tonight or whatever. And it was like cool because like he popped off the traditional dance, and then all the other guys started doing it, and they getting low, popping. And it's just like he putting on for the culture. And I love that. Like that is one of my favorite memories of him because it's like, you don't think somebody like that, he's just quiet, reserved, but friendly, but then it's like, bro, he getting in the middle, like, wearing the little feathers, they doing the traditional dances, popping, and the crowd is going crazy. And then later on, when the club time is coming, it's like, all right, now it's club, like, they're playing the hip hop music and stuff. We're just having a good time. So I love, that's my last and fondest memory of him. So I'm just going to keep that alive.
Okay, and I definitely want you to announce your IG page so the people can have an opportunity to come to your story and see that video.
Okay, yeah, my page, I'm Princess Nonye on Instagram and Twitter. So that's Princess PRINC as in Charlie ESS. Nonye, NONYE, Princess Nonye. I'm gonna put it in the chat right now. But yeah, and I'm that way on.
Oh, sorry.
And what is yours, Kosi?
It's the same. It's basically the same, but just put Kosi at the end. So Princess Kosi, so KOSI.
Say it again for the slow people like myself.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so Princess Kosi, so the Princess, and then Kosi, KOSI. I'll put that in the chat as well.
Okay, by all means do so, because I want the people to be able to see who they were listening to, and also that video of Christian dancing. But I enjoyed,
Can I say one more thing?
No, go ahead. Say whatever you like. Go ahead.
I just want to make it very clear that all we've been asking for is justice from the beginning. Because honestly, murder shouldn't happen to anybody, and it should never be justified, no matter any circumstance. So, we're really just fighting for justice from the system, and that is literally all that we're fighting for. So I just wanted to put that out there. And thank you so much for having us. I don't know if you have any other questions, but
I mean, other than that, I wanted. Did you have any other thing that you wanted to promote? Did you have, like anything that you wanted to promote, or did you have his GoFundMe? Did you have anything that would lead to the benefit of his family? That you wanted to promote right now. You have the liberty.
yes, I'll also link the GoFundMe. Oh, go ahead.
I just wanted to, of course, y'all just go on my page if you like. If you're interested, go on my page. I'll have the GoFundMe, and also I'm, Justice for Toby hashtag. I'm going to keep it rolling no matter what. Like my sister said, we haven't been asking for sympathy from like just Black people. We've been asking for justice from the beginning because this is wrong. Something wrong happened something just wrong happened, and we just asked for justice. Period. And I'm going to speak to something that keeps coming up in the chat. And I just kind of want to spread light because I'm not sure, Mr. Simple, if you understand, if you have ever heard of this word. Have you ever heard of the word akata before?
Akata?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right, but no, I have not. I am not familiar. Bless me, love.
So the term akata is basically just kind of like it's just like a term that has been used, and a lot of like Black Americans have taken it personal into like a derogatory kind of term. And I just keep seeing in the chat that, like, for example, they say, oh, these Africans, that all they keep calling us is a kata, and Toby called us a katas, and blah, 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 we are katas, that's what they think of us, or whatever. Basically, they're saying it's a derogatory term for a Black American. And so I just want to speak to that term. And so I am Nigerian American, and it's not like a derogatory term, because whenever I travel back to my homeland, to my village, they call me an akata. That's just like a term as like, oh, that's an American term. And I think that over the years that's transpired, they have, or it has been turned into kind of like take it personalized against Black Americans. I've always called an akata when I go back to Nigeria. Like, you're an akata, you come from America. So I just kind of wanted to spread light on that term, that it shouldn't really just be taken personally for, Black Americans, because when I go back to my country, they call me that too. And I'd be like, yeah, that's me, that's what's up, because I'm with it, like, and what about it? That's just, it shouldn't be taken so personally. So that's just what I wanted to shed light on. And I'll put the term in the chat for you, Simple, so you could, you could spell it.
It's not something that I'm gonna be walking up, hey, yakata. I'm not gonna, I don't talk like that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna do that. I've never heard of the term. If somebody came to me saying that, I probably go off because I don't like the way that it sound, but I don't know the definition of it. It just sounds like, kata. Like, hold on, nigga, who you talking to? No, I'm just playing. But I don't know. I've never heard of it. I'm totally ignorant concerning that, where I was totally unfamiliar with that term. I don't know the definition. I've never heard it being used. So this is the first time within my existence that I even heard that before. So I have some saying in the comment section that it's derogatory, and then I got some that's saying that it's not. So you guys can't even be on one accord with the definition. So, I don't know. I'm gonna have to do my own personal diligent research.
I mean, people are saying it's synonymous with the word nigga, but we all call ourselves nigga. So, I mean, I don't see how it's disingenuous when I'm telling you.
Hey, they gonna do all this. Yeah, they gonna do all of that. It's a derogatory term. Hey, my nigga, what up? Jeff, what's happening, nigga? Yeah, well, yeah, that's my people for you. But did y'all want to say anything else? I love talking to y'all. Y'all voices is just so pleasant.
And I just wanted to say that I will definitely contribute to your Patreon, because I love the platform and you're awesome. And thanks so much for having us. You're great, and I've already subscribed.
Thank you so much.
Once again, I just appreciate the time that you guys took out to speak on the behalf of the brother. And like I said, if something like this happened to me, I would hope that the people who actually had real experiences with me, in my during the time I was living, would actually try to shut down any lie or false narrative that'd be told about me. So props to y'all. I give a hand clap, to y'all, because y'all took out the time, to give actually, your experiences with him. And I appreciate you for that. Thank you. Y'all stand up for that. You know what I mean? So blessings to you guys. And I appreciate you once again for coming on. Blessings to you.
Thank you.
All right, Kosi. Okay, Princess. And by the way, that Nanye. That I like that. That's very nice. Very nice.
You.
All right, y'all enjoy. Love.
Bye.
All right. So he didn't even. Oh Lord, I'm looking to. Okay, anybody that want to call in, let me get ready to put this phone number in because I already know that y'all ready to go crazy. Hold on. They was very pleasant. They didn't come with that energy that most of y'all thought probably that they would come with. Because if any one of them would have came and be like, man, fuck y'all, man. Y'all some bitches. Y'all didn't even know the homie like that. And y'all trying to speak on the homie. Next time, if I see anybody disrespecting the homie on everything, on the dead homies, on the dead Lokes, on Bloods, on Crippin', on this GD, on BD, on Larry, on David, on Chief. If anybody disrespect the homie Toby one more motherfucking time, I will be at your door. Oh man, if they would have came with that. If they would have came with that energy. Hold on, let me put this number in here so y'all can call. So I can hear the opinions of the people. Let's go. And Sinful, how dare you? You sitting over there cooning? That's what you're doing, Sinful? That's what you own? The song say, who let the GDs in the door? But it seemed like you need to make a new song called, who let the coons in the door, nigga? You don't hear cooning? That's what you're doing? Oh, shit. Okay, my number is 702-800-9473. You have the opportunity and liberty to call in right now. And please, if you hear me talking to somebody, allow me to hear their opinion, without you keep calling. My shit ghetto. My shit is ghetto as hell. So this is one of my personal phone numbers. So whoever I'm speaking with, just allow me to speak to that person and just call in, after the conversation. Come on, let's go.
Just call in.
Hello?
After the conversation. Yes, hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good.
How are you? Go ahead. Who am I speaking with?
Yes, hello. My name is Diane. Are we live?
Yes, darling. You know we live. You was listening to me in the background. Go ahead.
Yes, I sure was. Hello, everyone. Good evening. My name is Diane, and I'm Nigerian American. So I have a little, insight on the Nigerian community. I didn't know Toby personally, but I know what's up with the Nigerian community. So first of all, I would just like to touch on the word akata. It's very much similar like the word nigger. Okay, you know how back in the olden days, the word nigger was seen as a bad word, but black folks turned it into like a cool word, popping word. What's up, my nigga? What's up, dog? Nigger. Cool. Mm-hmm. That's how akata is. Back in the olden days, akata was seen as a derogatory word, just like the word nigger. But over the years, the word has redefined itself, and it's cool. Akata, akata, what's up? Cool. Now, I would like to touch on the tweets of Toby that he made in 2012. Yes. Back in the olden days in 2012, it was not cool to be African, bro. They used to ask me, do y'all got shoes in Africa? They used to say, oh, you a booty scratching ass bitch, go back to Africa, ho. So I can relate to Toby not liking or, having a preference when it comes to women. Because back in the olden days, in 2012, when I was young as well, back then, I ain't, too much was fond of black men either. Because I'm not no booty scratching asshole. So I didn't like that. But fast forward years later, I have changed and I love me a black man.
I have me a black son. My baby daddy is a black man, and that's how I feel on that. Now to judge Toby on something he said back in the olden days when the times were different and it wasn't cool to be African, wasn't nobody really proud to be African, that's wrong. We need to focus on what happened presently, and what happened presently is that he was killed by this woman, and this woman out here walking around free, living her best life. Now, we need justice for Toby, and that's all I wanted to say.
Thank you. I totally appreciate you for calling in. Thank you for giving us that understanding. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was fighting the whole time not to laugh because it's your tone of voice, and especially when you said, I'm not no such and such hoe." I almost fell out laughing. You know what I mean? You funny as hell. Please don't let this be the last time that you call in. I love your voice.
Oh no, for sure. And everybody know when to follow me because I keep it 100. I keep it real. I got a TikTok. It's called That's Ngozi's Opinion because I'm Nigerian. It's
Yeah.
CHATSNGOZI Opinion. Follow me. I keep it 100. I make y'all laugh with the truth. I see y'all.
All right. Well, thank you, baby. And once again, don't let this be the last time that you call in. Thank you.
Nah.
Okay. Hello.
Hello?
Hey, how you doing?
Not too bad. I just wanted to say that I think that it's just insane to me how why are the women always calling in to defend men who talk about them crazy? I don't understand why they're always calling in to defend men who don't go out of their way for you or don't talk about you in a positive way. I have personally walked down the street and seen black men like him with white women, and they go out of their way to embarrass you, or not embarrass you, but to rub their relationship in your face, and you don't even care. You just sitting there, you just minding your business, and like they're trying to get a reaction out of you. If that's what you like, that's what you like. But at the same time, let's not pretend there's not a culture of talking crazy to black women, talking crazy about black women. So why don't we just let them do what they want to do and you go deal with whatever you have to deal with? Because, like, there's too many people counting on black women's labor and black women's compassion and black women caring, and not enough people actually doing what's right for black women. Like the idea of calling in to defend a dude who probably wouldn't have pissed on you if you were on fire is just crazy.
Okay, are you done? Can I respond, or you want to continue?
Oh, no, that was it.
Okay, well, I will just say this to you. Well, let me just start off by saying that, once again, he was 16 when he made those comments. And my question to you is: a person allowed to evolve? Can that person change from 16, from 26? No. It's not rhetorical now. You can respond.
But he didn't, though. He said it, and then he lived it. So I can't judge him, even if I wasn't to judge him off of what he was doing before or what he said before. I can only look at what he's doing now. And I think that most black women who have encountered black men who are only about white girls, they have a particular kind of energy. They're very, very rude. They talk to you crazy. They're very disrespectful, and they're quick to get tight with you, and they will put up with all sorts of disrespect from the girl. I have seen it. I've experienced it. I don't even get upset when I see them. I don't care. I don't care who black men date. I really don't care. It's just, it's crazy when you think about the fact that there are women who are calling in to defend this. The men are going to defend whatever men want to defend, which makes sense, but for women to call in and defend men who talk about you crazy, support music that talks about you crazy, disrespects you crazy, He can have his preference, but like, he didn't just say it, he lived it.
Okay, well, this is what I will say to that. When he said that, black women are disgracing themselves on television. See, now I'm about to go somewhere. When he said this at the age of 16 years old, I'm going to ask you this. Did that have any truth to it?
I believe it does.
Have you seen a population of black women disrespecting themselves on television? Does that have any truth to it?
Yes, I believe it. That's the thing. Two things can be true at once. I'm not ridiculous enough to think that's not true. Two things can be true at once.
So wait a minute.
But
A 16-year-old says that, black women are always disgracing themselves on television. So my question to you is, true or false?
I don't think.
Do you see women?
True,
do you see women disrespect? Have you seen a good population, a good percentage of the population of black women disrespecting themselves on television? True or false?
No, but I
you
also
haven't?
understand that. No, because and here is why. Because the culture that you get to see that kind of behavior in, I'm not a part of that. I don't watch a lot of hip hop. I'm not into that, because if you make that argument for women, you're going to see the same argument being made for men. When you look at the rappers now, like if we're going to talk about the women, it's the same thing with the men. Most of these rappers, we can't even confirm that they're straight. Most of them act like girls and they're low-key sleeping with each other. So what are we?
But how would you know? But how would you know that about the rappers if you are not having observation from watching their videos or interviews? So that means you would have to watch. You're watching their videos, correct?
Yes, I've seen the videos.
So
that doesn't mean that I stay watching.
Okay, but it does. If you're watching their videos, so that means that you seen women degrading themselves in these rappers' videos?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yes, I have.
Okay, so you have seen a percentage of the population of black women disrespecting themselves on television or, on your wherever, on television, whether it been on your phone, maybe you was watching on the internet, maybe you wasn't watching TV, maybe you was watching YouTube, what have you. But you have been seeing black women disrespect themselves, have you not?
Yes, I have. And my question for you
Okay, so hold on. So let's say that Toby was doing the same thing that you're doing right now, which is judging a whole population by the bad representation that he has seen. And because of that bad representation of the population of black women that he has seen, he didn't want any parts of that. Is it fair to say that? Mm-hmm. Is it fair to say that Christian was doing the same thing that you're doing right now?
I'm not saying that he wasn't right, because, like I said, two things can be true at once. I have looked at, the way that we present ourselves as black women, like with the hair, the lashes, all of that, and I have looked at it and thought to myself, this is just so unappealing. But I've also seen black women who are really kind of killing it out here. But I have, in my personal life, experienced black men who are dating interracially who make a point of being extra disrespectful with their partners. They have to make sure that you know that this white girl is better than you. They have to make sure that you know that they like, it's an actual thing that I have experienced. So I'm not talking about what he's doing in his personal life. My only response to that was, I think it's crazy that when something happens to a black man, it's always black women that are running to defend him. But when something happens to a black woman, other black women will always have a question as to what's going on with her. How did she end up in that situation? We are very quick to defend men over each other, and that's part of the reason why men treat us the way they do.
I think that everything that you just said right now is the best definition of bullshit, because I've seen black men put themselves in position to be disrespected, embarrassed, to be killed, defending a black woman. We just seen a black man embarrass himself on national TV honoring, what he thought to be standing up for his black woman. So I would have to totally let me just finish. Let me finish. I totally disagree with you on that. I just think somebody just totally just do something that was out of their character, had a squeaky clean image for decades, and now has blown that away, all trying to defend the honor of his so-called black one, his queen, his wife. So no, I would have to, I'm saying I'm not just even on with the celebrities and people on TV. See, I have real experiences. I've known guys who have gotten killed over women, black men who got killed because they was trying to basically stick up or defend his bride, his woman. So I would have to totally disagree with that. I don't know where you got that from, but I do know, because I can hear the hurt in you. And I don't know who you are or where you are, but I wish I can give you a hug, because I can discern that you're hurting, that you're in pain. I really wish that I could hug you. I can hear the pain in your voice. When you even spoke, I can hear the spirit of pain. It's misery even in your voice. I wish I can hug you, sister. But no, a black man is not your enemy. And the black woman is not the enemy of the black man. Go ahead, let me listen to you.
I never said that.
I
never said that. And also, going back to what you were just saying about Will Smith, who were the people who were calling him a simp and calling him names because he went up and defended his woman? Was it black women or was it black men?
Can I answer that?
Mm-hmm.
I seen both.
Mm-hmm.
I seen black men and black women all coming on one accord to verbally crucify a black man for, basically coming to the rescue of his black woman. Yeah, where he thought that he was coming to the rescue.
Mm-hmm.
I seen both.
Well, you know what, Sin? I really love your show, and I really, really agree with you on a lot of things. And I think one of the reasons why this is such an issue or a hot topic is because the divide between black women and black men, it's obvious. It's obvious that there's something going on there, so everybody's going to have an opinion. But thank you for the respectful discourse. I really appreciate that.
I appreciate you for calling in. And like I said, I didn't mean to say that if it offended you or anything like that, but I really wish I could, man, give you a hug, sister. You need a hug. You need a hug. That's all. You just need a hug. That's all. But on the behalf of black men, baby, we don't hate you. Not at all.
We don't hate you either.
I know you don't, because you know what? Let me say this. Even with all the hateful and disrespectful things that I've seen black females that profess to be black women say in the comment section of Christian's brother, because if you go to Christian's Big Brother's page and go in the comment section, you're going to see so many disrespectful comments. But just like I can speak on the negativity, I can speak on the positivity as well. And the same, if we're going to speak on that, we got to speak on the black woman that actually recorded, the murderer. I don't know what else to call her, at the hotel, just drinking like everything was cool. And by the way, I told you guys that she didn't see that boy the way he saw her. Now, of course, I ain't trying to offend the friends that's listening and things like that, but I'm just telling her like a 100. She didn't like him like that, at all. It wasn't what people, they was in a relationship and, you know what I mean? It wasn't like that at all. 2 seconds later, she just at the bar, just drinking like Courtney wasn't even thinking about Christian at all. Mm-hmm. But it was a black woman that recorded. It was a black woman that made this white woman who just killed this black man, making her uncomfortable. It was a black woman that did that. So, like I always tell people, when you judge the whole population just by the bad representation that you see of the population, you don't get the wrong definition and vision of that population every time. And we got some beautiful black women. And I'm not just talking about appearance, I'm talking about character. You know? She's like, you just at the bar just drinking after you just killed your boyfriend, girl, what are you doing? So I really, I just appreciate shout out to her. But I appreciate you for calling in, darling. Thank you.
Thank you. You have a good night.
Likewise. Okay, hello?
Yes, hello. My name is Diane, and I'm calling in again.
Okay, go ahead, Miss Diane. Hey.
Yes, I would just like to respectfully say, and one thing, I'm not related to Toby. Don't come at Toby's family for my views and thoughts and opinions. I would just like to respectfully tell black women, please stop reflecting your hurt on Toby. Toby ain't hurt you, okay? Will Smith and his wife, Jada, they ain't got nothing to do with Toby. Like I said, as a fellow Nigerian, in 2012, I'm saying his tweets were wrong, but also he was young, and I can understand his tweets, okay? Because you just touched on a subject not to judge an entire race by, just a few people. I'm summarizing what you said, and that's true. But Toby was 16. Did he not? He wasn't that wise. You way older than what Toby was. He ain't have the mature thoughts to think, okay, if this certain amount of black people treat me this way, don't mean all black people are like this. And he was just expressing himself on Twitter. Back then, Twitter was used to express yourself. That was in 2012. So that's all I have to say. They got some free therapy out there. If you need it, use it. Take the time to heal your hurtness. That's all I have to say.
Thank you once again for calling in. Love it. Hello?
Hey, yo, what's good, Tim?
What's going on, player?
Yo, not much, man. My name is Nigel. I'm calling from Virginia. I just want to put you up on game about something real quick. That Akata term, that shit means cotton picker. There's a scene in Sugar Hill where Wesley Snipes whooped an African nigga's ass because he called him that, and Wesley asked him what that shit meant. And he said it meant cotton picker, because these niggas come over to our country and they think they better than that. So fuck that bitch, fuck her brother. That shit is derogatory. These African motherfuckers don't get to come over here and tell us what we don't have a right to be offended at. That's all I want to say.
All right, brother. Blessings to you. Moving on. Hello?
Yeah, what's going on, Sam? I'm calling in to talk about the situation.
Hey, man, no disrespect, but I don't really want to talk to a lot of you ugly-ass niggas, man. I want to talk to the ladies, man. Like, I can really push y'all to the back, man. I speak to y'all ugly ass all the time, man. Where the women at, man? Hold on. Man, let me get all the women first. Don't another man call in. Let me hear the women. I'm into hearing the women. God damn, all these Barry White motherfuckers calling in and shit. I don't want to hear your ugly ass. Where the women at? Damn. You see the title. Niggas talking about, yeah, seeing I'm just calling in. I want to give my opinion. Like, nigga. Hello?
Hey, yo, son, listen.
Man, get your ugly ass on. Listen, once again, I want to talk to the ladies. You niggas are going to kill the vibe. I don't really want to talk to you. I talk to y'all ugly ass all the time. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Let the ladies call in. Any woman right now that want to call in, this is the time. I'll let the fellas know when you can call in. Right now, I'm not interested in talking to you. My number is 702-800-9473. Ladies, call in. You know what I mean? Really just hop to his Avery Johnson looking ass up. Hey, sin. Like, nigga. Hello?
I'll let you know when you can call in.
Hello?
Right now, I'm not interested in talking to you.
Is it Ben?
Could you do me a favor, darling, and turn your background down?
Oh, yeah, I'm off.
Yeah, turn that off. What's going on?
It's Nonye again.
It's who?
Nonye.
Oh, Princess Nonye? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Hey, baby.
Hey, am I live?
Yeah, you live. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. I had to laugh at Nigel because I don't know, like, that's the most ignorant nigga shit I've ever heard in my life. I'm mad because of a movie that was shot in 1981, and you Africans come over here and da 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 da. Like, oh my God, like, yeah, we know your comprehension skills. Like, please don't ever do that again. Like, don't ever do that again. Like, please, like, I don't know what African hurt you or took your girl, but please, like, it's okay. I'm pretty sure you found another black queen better than that. Like, that's all I had to say. Please don't be hurt by a movie that was shot by Wesley Snipes. Ain't he like 60-some years old?
Wesley is pushing. Wesley, I don't know the exact age, but Wesley definitely has to be in his 50s for sure.
No, but yeah, but I just also wanted to say, the term akata, like, I'm not.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
People shouldn't speak on what they don't know.
Hold on. Damn. That's the power of not drinking and smoking. A beautiful memory. Now it has come back to me. No, what he meant was it was a part in the movie Sugar Hill. That's the movie. It's Sugar Hill. It's Wesley, and it's the nigga that played Eddie Kane in 5 Heartbeats. And it's the scene in Sugar Hill. Now I remember. And yes, that was used in the film. Now I remember now. I know what he was trying to say. It all just dawned on me. I remember. Yeah, Sugar Hill.
I know the movie. Me and my dad used to watch that back in the 80s. I remember, like, in the 90s, in the early 90s, when I was like 5 years old or some shit. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
It's 2022.
Yeah, Michael Wright. Thank you, Black of Love. Thank you. Yeah, I remember now. How could I forget? That's one of my favorite movies. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Me and my dad. Yeah, my dad's like 60-something years old now, and so. Yeah, I just can't believe somebody's really hurt by a movie that was like on VHS. That's crazy.
Shout out to Champion Fitness. I ain't seen bro in a minute. Love, bro. Go ahead. Now, what was you saying?
For the term, I cut that. Like I said, like, a lot of people want to be like, I'm capping. Like, they don't have, like, they don't call me that. Like, I get called that. I'm Nigerian. Okay, I'm African. I get called that because I'm Nigerian American. It's anybody that comes from America. They call white people akata. And you can't tell me, because if it's like an African term, how you going to say what it is and what it's not? I don't care what Wesley Snipes said back in the 1992 or whatever that made you butt hurt up until today or whatever. I don't care about that. I'm telling you, it happens all the time. I go back to the motherland. I've been in 3 different African countries, and they call me that. They're like, oh, well, like, and it's crazy. So it's just like, okay, if I'm not accepted as an American over here, and I go back to my country in Africa, and they still call me a kata, like, why? Like, so what am I? Like, Finn, you answer that for me. So, like, should I be offended? Like, just like the Black American community has taken the word nigga. That nigga, just like Diane said, that word nigga was so offensive back in the cotton picking days, or back in the terms of slavery. That was like or back in segregation, in the segregation area, that was a very offensive word, nigger with a hard R, or nigga. But black people over the time have obviously embraced it, because you hear it all the time.
But let me just say this. Let me just say this to you, and let me say this to all the Nigerians. Blessings to all of you. I love all of you, but let's get past that. Let's get the focus back on the main topic and leave that alone. Because men have just a retardation. Just mentally retarded. We stubborn. If we believe 2 + 2 is 5, it's gonna take God to show us that it's not 5. We're not gonna listen to no woman. So she could have all the logical, meaningful, irrefutable, things to say within the conversation. But a stubborn man ain't gonna listen to you any damn way. So we really just wasting time. If he been believing that that's what it means since the Sugar Hill days of Wesley Snipes, then I doubt that you saying something right now on a call in on YouTube is gonna change that man's mind. So we should just leave that alone and get the focus back on, you know what I mean, the subject at hand.
The
But once
conversation.
again, I appreciate your
Well, I have a
fine
question.
ass. Go ahead.
I have a question.
Go
So as
ahead.
far as the, the case, the case, how do you feel? Because we spoke on to our sister that recorded Courtney the hoe trying to have a drink with her dad or whatever, and our sister ran her up out of there.
Yeah.
How do you feel that she's just like, regardless of whatever you feel about Toby or whatever and his tweets, regardless if that you being butthurt about 16-year-old tweets or whatever, like, how do you feel that somebody who has literally just killed her man and was drenched in his blood, handcuffed, how do you feel that she is literally out and about having a drink, after being mentally stable or being mentally unstable with her father, with her white father? And shout out to Nena, because she's the one who recorded the footage. But how do you feel about that?
Well, it's not what I feel; it's what I know. As the word of God said in Galatians, you reap what you sow, and when you sow evil, you will reap that. And just because you don't see something happen immediately, that don't mean that it's not coming. So what was done is what it was done. I'm sitting back, and instead of allowing the detectives, I don't try to do the detective's job. If any of you ever listen to me, no matter what the situation may be, even if my family is involved, you never hear me make statements of saying, oh yeah, you know what I mean, and I'll need justice for my brother, or justice for my, and I know a lot of y'all like, oh, he crazy, but you must understand that I am criminal minded. So by me being criminal minded, I don't want to put anybody in a correctional facility, especially if you took one of us, from one of us. I want street justice for you. I want, things to happen another way. I think that jail and prison are just that's saving you. If you took somebody's life, and especially if you took one of my family members' life or somebody that I love, jail and prison is saving you. That was saving you, because in jail and prison, I've been there. You know what I mean? You still be eating, you still be working out, you still get the call, you still playing chess and checkers and Connect Four and all, and then jail and prison ain't even what it used to be. Motherfuckers going live on Facebook and Instagram and all type of shit now. Oh hell no. You know what I mean? So no, jail and prison is saving. That's gonna save you. No. I want you to reap what you have sown in a street justice way. You know what I mean? So that's what I got to say on that particular situation. You know what I mean? I hope that the will of God be done concerning her. I can't say,
You're right,
I can't talk
you're just
like
the same
y'all
way.
would talk. This YouTube. So
Come on. Like, who this is YouTube, it's not Instagram. It's the same way I thought, because I was just telling my sister that I'm glad it was her, because I'm always in Miami, and I'm glad it was Nena that was there talking to her, and she gave her a classy read, because if it had been me, yes, I could put on my professional voice now. If it had been me, oh no, it would have been all kinds of bitches and hoes and you little slut, and it would have been all kinds of stuff. It would have been like, she probably would have got her nose broke, But that's just me. But I'm relieving that free shit too. It is what it is.
Yeah. Well, once again, beautiful. I appreciate your time. I'm gonna keep the phone lines open, for somebody else. But once again, man, good looking.
Thank you.
All right. 702-800-9473. 702-800-9473. Let me see. See all these people trying to text me because they couldn't get in. Hello.
Hey, yo, fuck that bitch, yo. Fuck that bitch. Fuck all that shit. Fuck that. Fuck her brother. Fuck these Africans. Get them the fuck up out of our country. Ain't about no goddamn Sugar Hill. That's the way that these motherfuckers feel about American black folks who are the descendants of American slavery who built this fucking country, because they don't have nothing. That's all I gotta say. Fuck her. Fuck her brother. Matter of fact, I want to know where that nigga's grave is at so I can piss on it.
Yeah, you doing too much, dog. Now I gotta block you, man. You doing too much. Y'all just be going too much, man. And you sound like your breath was stinking the whole time. Anyway, hello?
Hello, hey Pete.
Oh my God, man. Retarded motherfucker. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, how you doing?
Yes, hello, it's Diane. I do apologize for calling so many times. It's just,
Baby, y'all gotta let
I
other women call in. I appreciate you, but I gotta let the other women call in, baby. Love. I need new women, man. I need some new ladies. I don't want niggas that think they ladies or want to be ladies or jealous of the ladies, that God didn't make them a part of the ladies. I need a new woman, man. Yeah, I need a new woman, man. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. This is Kosi.
Okay.
A different Kosi, not the previous Kosi.
Wait a minute, this is a different Kosi than the Kosi that I was speaking to previously?
Yes, this is a different Kosi.
Okay, go ahead, Miss Kosi.
Yes, I just wanted to call in. I just feel like the topic has really shifted from what it should be
Right.
about. I just wanted to say that this is someone's life that we're talking about, someone's life that was taken from them. So just the lack of sensitivity and the lack of empathy, I think it's really uncalled for. At the end of the day, murder is murder, and it should be treated as that. So that's all I just really wanted to say.
I
think it should be respected.
I love your perspective because me and you kind of have the same thing. Like, regardless of someone's preference or doctrinal belief or what have you, if they got their life taken, if they was killed, we shouldn't say, oh, we don't care about your life, don't matter, because you ain't like black women. Like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Like, the man's life was just taken. What type of care do y'all have?
Exactly.
So I gotta.
That's all I wanted to say is that.
Yeah. So wait a minute. Hold on. Let me just squeeze this in. So if I get my life taken, for y'all to care, I gotta be with a black woman. I gotta be in a relationship with a black woman for black people to say, yeah, like, wow, like that. They didn't understand by them saying the things that they were saying. All they was doing was confirming a lot of things that people have been saying about black women by them conducting themselves like that.
Exactly.
It's like
the whole
who would want
conversation
that?
has been ignorance. That's what it's been. So it has nothing to do with the fact that someone was killed. So that it's just really shifted and gotten off topic. And it's like people are really showing themselves for being ignorant.
Right. Well, thank you, darling. Thank you. I appreciate your perspective and definitely appreciate the class, too. You came in classy like a woman should. Blessings to you.
Thanks.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Let me see. Somebody texted me talking about what's my Cash App. Get back on subject. Hold on. Okay. Hello. Okay, somebody else. Hello.
Hi, Sam. Good evening. How are you?
I'm doing so good now that you've called in. Who am I speaking with?
It's Moonlight.
Oh, hey, Moonlight. Hey, baby.
How are you?
I'm doing so much better now that you've called in.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And just to let everybody know, I'm a Black American from Brooklyn, Jamaican, culture.
Yeah.
Just wanted to clear that out there. So, Sin, yes, thank you so much for the call-in. So I want to know, what is your position really on this? Are you taking Are you, because there's a lot of things going on here in terms of lessons. Are you saying now that,
Did you
are
listen to the
you,
last? Did you listen to the last video?
no, not the last video, but I'm learning a lot about this young man who, met his demise, and that's what we're talking about. And you're talking about how they're coming at him from a place of the decisions that he's made in his personal life, correct?
Right. But what I'm saying is, if you would have listened to the last video, you would have heard my perspective. But this video was really to hear y'all perspective. But
Okay.
what I will say is that the young man was 16 years old,
Yes,
and he made
got
some
it.
comments that was unwise.
Right.
And once again, I've known people, not just teenagers, but I've known people to be in their 20s, 30s, and 40s to get on the internet and say things for shock value, to say things for
Right.
attention, to say things out of anger because of something that's going on or didn't get to go on in
Okay.
their life, and now they're venting on the internet. Uh,
And we're holding it against him, is what you're saying.
I'm just simply saying that foolishness is bound in the heart of a child. I'm
I
repeating the
got
same
you.
thing that the scripture is saying. Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child. It's
I got
expected for a child to say
you.
something that is completely immature and foolish.
Absolutely, got it. I just want to be on the right page soon when I give my perspective on this.
Okay, go ahead. Let
Because,
me listen to you.
yeah, because, I don't want to talk about this young man because he's passed already, and I don't want to sound disparaging against someone who's passed away. You know what I mean? I don't want to, potentially we're sounding vulgar. But on the other hand, what I'm looking at is just the lesson that I'm learning between, Africans from Africa and the native Black American, and probably what they feel and believe about the native Black American here. And what I'm seeing outside of his personal decision is that, why does and it's a question I'm asking you too and asking myself then, why does the African feel that, they have to cut the native Black Americans' knees off in order to stand tall in the decisions that they make? That's how I'm seeing this right now. And, I'm saying it personally, Sin, because, my daughter's father is an African from Mauritania. So I have personal interactions here. What is your perspective on it like that?
Okay, listen. I'm listening to you, but at the same time I was typing, and that which I did her, I just want to hear you right. Just repeat your last statement again. Go ahead. Say that again.
Sure. Sure.
You said
I'm learning
go
the
ahead.
lesson. I'm learning the lesson from this young man passing away, right? And the tragic way that he left us, and how this country once again is showing us that our lives as a whole, regardless of where we're from, whether it's here, in Africa, in the Caribbean, that our life really ain't worth shit because this woman is still walking and claiming to be mentally, that she had a mental collapse or mental moment, and this is what happened. And and let Becky cry tears and shit. It wasn't me, it was the moment, and how this country just embraces that. You know what I'm saying? So I see that, and I'm really angry about that part of it. Yes, but I'm seeing another part as well, Sin, and I have to speak on it. I have to speak on that part where I just feel not only did he expressed some disparaging things, I think some Africans really deep down believe those things about African Americans here or about Native Black Americans here, because some of them don't want folks here to be called African Americans.
Yeah, you going a whole route that don't have nothing to do. It don't have nothing to do with the subject at hand. What I'm asking you is, do black women, does
Mm-hmm.
after what happened to him, should black women feel
Mm-hmm.
sympathy You know what I mean? For what happened to him. That's what I'm on. I'm not
So,
in. Go ahead.
okay. Yes, then, yes. We should feel sympathy. It's a life that's lost. It's a life, a black man's life that's lost, then. Why, as a human being and a black woman, not feel sympathy for a black man's life being lost no matter what? So I'm going to keep it there, then, Sin. I'm not going to go deep into it. I'm just going to keep it there. Yes, I do feel sad that this man's life was lost. I do feel upset that this country once again is protecting Becky, who is crying and now claiming mental illness. But you know what I'm saying? That's just the position that we have in this country. That's what I want to say, Sid. You know, I can get deep into it and all of that, but you know, I'll leave it there.
I will allow you to get deep, but see, I didn't want. Somebody said that. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, damn, let me call Sonetta right quick, man, and get. I was like, let me get my people.
No,
Let me get
don't
my people
don't
up in here for a minute.
call
In a minute, man,
no,
we about to
don't
really.
call no, no, Sid.
You said
You had a
what?
couple of nice women come up here, and they were strong about this word that's a disparaging word to African Americans. Yo, come on, let's call it what it is. She came up here and said the word. What is it, Akata? She said
Yeah,
that word.
I don't know why y'all was. Let me just be
So,
100. Stop. We're people that use nigga and bitch all the time. The fact that y'all was in y'all feelings doing some Carl Thomas emotional shit over a kata, bata, chata, Shaka Khan, whatever the hell. I didn't see. I just didn't understand because after y'all finished doing all of this deep shit and saying all of this shit about it was offensive, it was disrespectful. You know what I mean? 2 seconds later, hey my nigga, what's going on? Man, I ain't seen you in a minute, man. You just got out? Damn, nigga, you looking good. You was working out in the pen. Or bitch, you looking fine as hell tonight. Oh my God, that's no man can tell me no dress on that bitch. You bad than a motherfucker. So for us
well,
to be sitting over there talking about shakatas, bata, chabadas, at the ramadas and all of that type of shit.
okay,
Hey
so let's
man, I ain't like
let's not
what?
speak on let them not speak on it. Let's not speak on all of those other things. Let's keep it to, like you said, Sen. Are we sympathetic about this young man losing his life in the way that he
Right,
did?
that's what I wanted to keep it to. I didn't want to talk about the
Yes,
Shikatas and
yes.
the Patas and the Patra. I ain't even heard from a Patra. I ain't heard a song from a Patra since Aaron Hall days. I don't know what y'all talking about with that. I told y'all I was totally ignorant and unfamiliar with the Badas, the Chatas, and the Matas, and you know what I mean, and the Tatas with Jay-Z. I don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wanted to just keep the focus on my man Christian, on the Christian man. Let's get back to Christian. The focus on him, not the
So
chatatas.
can I say respectfully, Sin, can I say this then?
Go
If
ahead.
if you're talking about Christian, you know his tweets are going to come up, right?
You know
do
his
know that,
what?
right? You do know if you're speaking about this young man that his tweets are going to be, addressed. It is going to be an issue. You are going to address it. Someone is going to speak to it. It is a part of what, this whole dialogue is going to be about.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. If you look at the damn thumbnail, the damn tweet is in the thumbnail. I didn't give a damn about it
Exactly.
being acknowledged or any of that. I came here purposely for the drama. I came for all of the
Okay.
let them die and piss. Fuck them. And we don't need to be crying over black men. I came for the motherfuckers that's be comment
All right.
section thugs
So
and shit like that. That's why I came. I'm here right now for the smoke. I'm here for the drama. I'm not here for all of this, the katas and the matas
all
and
right, so
no.
let me, and I don't want to take too much time, Sin, but let me put it like that too, on that side too. Like, no, I don't appreciate those things that he said, back then, but I hope, I mean, in his grown life, I see his choices that he made, and hey, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's a catch-22, man. I don't agree with how he passed, but again, he just displayed himself like, yo, don't cut down a black woman to exalt a snow bunny. Point blank. Period. That's all I gotta say, Sin.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for calling in.
Later. Blessings to you. Love you.
Okay. She sneak choosing. Man, come on, man. Get y'all man out the gutter, man. Let's keep it on topic. And I'm not thinking about her choosing or none of that, man. I'm not on that, player. Number 702-800-9473. You know how the sisters be. You know? Hold on. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I just wanted to speak on
Who am I?
hold on.
Talking about. Who am I speaking to?
Do I have to say my name?
You don't have to say your government, but what's your YouTube name?
My YouTube name is my government name.
Oh, your username is your government name. Okay, when you don't want to convey your name.
I can say my name. It's Michaela.
Oh, okay. Hey, Michaela.
Hi.
Hey.
Okay, I just wanted to speak on the fact that, like, in saying he said disrespectful things about black women, we can't sit here and say that no black woman has ever said a disrespectful thing or hurt a black man in her entire life. Does that mean that you deserve to lose your life? Probably not. I mean, even if it was 16 or if it was an hour before he passed, can we not forgive him for saying something, being angry, whether it be he got rejected by a black woman or what it could have been? He didn't deserve to lose his life over it. I can sit here and say I said and hurt black men, but I don't feel like I should walk out here and lose my life if I'm dating a white man because of it, you know?
Right. I totally agree with you. I don't think that I should lose my life, you know, and let's just keep it all thorough, especially for the people that's been listening to me for years. I've said some things out of my mouth that has made the spirit of suicide rest, rule, and abide and reside in the minds of the individuals that I was saying these things to. So, but I don't think that I'm worthy of death just because I made you feel like dying.
Right.
So,
right.
You know,
especially if he
go
was,
ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
If he was 16 going to like an all-white school, that may have been his way of being accepted at the time. We don't know what the boy was going through at 16 years old. I mean, he was a child, so he spoke as a child.
Right. And I just think that, and then when they said, I think it was the caller before that, and she was like, no, but he lived it. He lived it. And I didn't want to cut her off, but in my mind, I'm saying, he lived what? His preference? He lived it. He lived it. He said those things and his views didn't change. He lived it. I'm like, what did he live? He was with his preference.
He lived his life.
But he wasn't going out shooting at black women and trying to kill a black woman. And then I'm gonna just say this to all the sisters that's listening. Wouldn't you want, you know what I mean, look at you, some of you, not all of you, but some of you have dealt with some terrible, terrible black males that profess to be black men. Don't you wish they had a different preference? Don't you wish that they wasn't messing up and destroying the lives of every black woman that they come into contact with? Don't you wish he had a different preference? Don't you wish you wasn't? I mean, hold on. Let me say this.
Personally, I've dealt with a man where his preference was white women, and he came over with me. I'm biracial, and I still don't wish that he would prefer what he prefers, but I don't wish he would die neither.
Yeah, but see, and no disrespect to you, you know, shout out to all the biracial people. But when I said that, I was really talking in general, one. And then number two, which is still number one, I was really talking to the black. You know that song, I'm black, y'all. I'm biggity, 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 black, y'all. I was talking about black. You know, and when I say that, I ain't just even talking about just the color. I'm identifying with neighborhoods and poverty and things like that. Like I know some of the women wish that they they baby daddy was just into white women. Like he didn't even like black women. Like nigga, I wish I wouldn't even met you. Now I got all these kids and I done lost my shape and I'm depressed. You know what I mean? I look a mess. You know what I mean? You have women like that. Like some of y'all wish that your baby daddy had the preference of brother Toby, so you wouldn't have, you know what I mean, been in the situation that you in. Let me see. So some black men, they might verbally didn't say that, hey, I hate black women, or hey, I dislike black women, or hey, I have a distaste for black women, but their behavior, pretty much said the same thing. But you ain't gonna sit up there when a black man died that didn't take care of all his kids. You ain't gonna say, oh man, rest in peace. Fuck this nigga. You know what I mean? So just because a 16-year-old, a 16, repeat, 16-year-old, a child, a baby, a minor. And once again, what I don't like is when you guys, you will say, well, oh my God, how could R. Kelly mess with her? She was 16. She was a baby. How could you do this? And then when it switched to something like this, no, he was a grown. He knew right from wrong.
Right.
He was a grown man. Like I said, keep the same energy. That's all I ask for. Keep the same energy. Don't switch the energy now that it's different. He done said something derogatory about black women, so now all of a sudden, you know what I mean, he could be worthy of death. Like, come on, man.
Right.
So I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you.
Right.
And I appreciate you, for calling in, I think this is your first time.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and please don't let it be your last. I got to start doing more topics where I get to speak to the ladies. I'm always doing topics where the fellas call in and I'm talking to them and things like that. But I got to do more topics that, give the women an opportunity to call in, because I definitely want to hear.
I just don't call. But this was a topic that.
Yeah, well, everybody know that I be talking about the game, and I know a lot of y'all, you're attracted to the game, but you don't want nobody to hear, you talking about the game. So, of course, y'all ain't gonna call in. You just gonna listen. You don't want nobody like, girl, I heard you talking to some pimp live. Girl, is you thinking about being a hoe? So, I already know that a lot of y'all not gonna call in when I'm talking about this pimping. But when I'm speaking on these square topics, man, don't sit down on me, man. Make sure that you call. Appreciate you. This is my first time hearing you. Don't let it be the last time. All right.
All right.
Hello.
Hello.
Do me a favor, darling. Could you turn your background down?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me move.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Who am I speaking with?
All right. I'm Panu.
You who?
Panu. Panu.
Oh, okay. What would you like to say? Am I saying it Tani?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Well, I just wanted to address, the topic. I don't think that we think he deserves death. It's in regards to whether he deserves support. I know it's kind of controversial, especially nowadays, with all the tension between black men and black women, and me being someone from the Caribbean. I have my own, I guess, things that I grew up with as far as how foundational black Americans treat people from outside the country, but we can't suppose that someone that didn't care for the community to want support from the community. Now, I feel for his family, no disrespect, the man did not deserve death, and I hope she does get locked up, but for people to want someone to rally for him, like, you have to remember, black women are the organizers that are out there that are usually organizing and doing these rallies and things like that. I suppose black men could start doing it as well. So let's check everybody, whoever you think should be supported. If you want your community to support you, you got to support your community. I don't think Obumseli was out here with black folks. It's not just his disparaging remarks about black women, but also black people.
He has multiple comments. And also, he was 19 years old, wasn't 16. And I get that he was young, but the man made his mind up. You can't.
No, he was 16, darling, but go ahead.
So, yeah, some of them came out in 2012. That was 9 years ago. And
You said, hold on. You said 9 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay, so if it was 9 years, if it was 9 years ago, hold on,
9 years ago.
darling. What age did he get killed?
He's 28.
No, he wasn't 28.
So he's 27.
No, he wasn't 27.
Okay, because that's what I see on the reports and all over Twitter. I'm misinformed.
Yeah, he was 26 going on 27.
Okay.
Right.
So no, I see what you mean. Again, it's the vice versa as far as how other people, because I come from another community, feel about African Americans. I know I include myself, but I know many others don't. You can't expect the community to support you if you don't feel like you're part of it. That's just my point, basically.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your point, sweetheart. Thank you for calling in. Blessings to you. With your misinformed ass. Okay, 702-800-9473. Yeah. Make sure, you want to do your research. You don't want to make the man older than what he was to fit a narrative. Yeah, he wasn't 16. He was he's actually 37. Like, what? Yeah. He wasn't 16. Nigga was 48. He was damn near 50 years old when he said that shit. Don't try to cover up for him, seeing you trying to bring the age down and shit and trying to make him look like a minor. That nigga was old as hell. He was a grandfather when he said that shit, nigga. No, he was a minor. He was a minor. Since y'all gonna play them games with R. Kelly, since y'all gonna play them games, you know what I mean, now with corrupt and whatever minor situation we gonna keep it with all situations. He was a minor. Therefore, by him being a minor, he shouldn't be charged and looked at the way that y'all going at him then. Since we gonna play the minor game for everything. Hello.
Hello, Central P and everyone in the chat. My name is Shireen, and I want to just say that out of humankind, I think there should be some compassion for a life that's been taken. But I don't think that this young man, that he should be persecuted. He's already deceased, but persecuted because of his preference. I have several brothers, and whatever their preference is, I don't think that they should die. And I also think that the young woman, she should be charged. If she should be charged. She's broken the laws. She's taken a young man's life. She should be charged. But I don't believe that. He should. That he should have been killed because of his preference. Because we all have a preference, and it's our choice to have whoever we want to date. But however, no one's life should be taken because of their preference. So that's what I think, and that's kind of what I wanted to say. So I appreciate you taking my call.
I appreciate you saying that, and I fully agree with you. I should not lose my life. I should not be killed. I should not have to expire simply because I have a different desire than you. I have a different preference than you. I like something different than you. No, I shouldn't be killed for that. And honestly, I shouldn't be disrespected or like, damn, rest in piss. Wow. Like,
hold on.
While some of y'all are listening, let me say this. While some of y'all are listening to this live, I know you can do multitask. Some of y'all can go to his big brother's Instagram page and just look at some of the comments made by black women. By black females that profess to be black women in the comment section. Just look. Rest in piss. Ain't my problem. White woman did us a favor. All type of shit. But go ahead. What was you saying?
Those are things that I would never say because I have a relationship with Christ. And so I would not say those mean things because I know that God holds all of us accountable for our sins. And sins is something that sin is a problem that man cannot solve, only Christ. And so therefore, I'm not going to participate in saying very negative things because I want to be treated good. So I would like people to treat me good, so I want to give that back to other people with kindness and love. So therefore, I'm not going to participate in that. And I think another thing is that sometimes black women become very biased, and so they say things because they're biased or because they've been hurt before, and because they're looking at the standards of the world by saying, oh, well, all of us, a lot of black women are not being treated right. Black women are not, they're totally disrespected. We hear that a lot because I hear it a lot. I have a YouTube channel. And so I hear these things a lot. And so, however, I don't think that we should take that stance because we have to look at what if it was your brother that was dating a snow bunny and that they wind up killed. Are you going to take that same stance, or are you going to say, you know what, my brother didn't deserve to die, but yet still I think he deserved to die because of his preference? See, we have to stop being this double standard because that happens a lot in the black communities. It's double standard. If you're going to love people, you have to love everyone. You hate the sin, but you love everyone. So no, I still stand on what I stand on. I don't believe that he should have died because of his preference. Now, however, what he said, he was young when he said it. I have a son, but, and so I tried to raise my son the best I knew how, based on the biblical standards and statutes and things like that. So, at the end of the day, or the top of the morning, this young man, maybe if he had lived longer, maybe he would have had a change of mind because he would have leveled up his level of awareness. Because sometimes, if you haven't been exposed to things, or you have, it depends. But your level could be low. Maybe you haven't learned something. Maybe you didn't have a brother talking with you to be corrected that you don't bash other races or your own race because you have chosen to be with someone outside of your race. Because no one's talking about these other men that have chosen to be out of their race, but have they been killed? Because I think Wesley Snipes took a hit on his acting career when he came out many years ago and talked about black women and what his preference was, and he's still living. So, however, there's other black men too. So no, we should not. I don't think we should be bashing him and saying mean things about this man. He is deceased now, and so I don't think we should do that. And whatever your preference is, that is your preference. So that's how I think we have to look at things. But he doesn't speak for me, that young man. So I know who I am, and I know as a black woman, I know who I am, and I know that I'm worthy. So therefore, his words, even if he was my age, would not. You know what? Look, that's what you choose. And you don't speak for me, and you don't define me. And that's how I have to look at it. But we have to also be fair in what we do.
You said that you have a YouTube channel. Would you like to promote that right now?
Well, I can tell people what my channel is. It's Stand Up, Be Counted, and I speak a lot on a biblical perspective, like social issues, things like that. And I have other topics, but that's mainly what I talk about, like on my channel. And one of the things I would like to say is that because I also support, I am totally against injustice. And so when it comes down to women, I think that women a lot of times have emotional wounds that need to be healed. So I just got through doing a series of 23 chapters based on Joyce Meyer's book, Healing the Soul of a Woman, How to Overcome Your Emotional Wounds. And it's a good book, but it's also for men, too, that have suffered, abuse, because a lot of men don't get a lot of...
Hold on.
Happens with men.
Hold on for a minute. I need for you to announce your channel one more time, and when you do it this time, say it slowly, because you be talking fast for a lot of the listeners. You know what I mean? So they trying to go to your channel. So just say your channel one more time, but this time just say it a little slower, or you might even want to spell it for them. I don't know, but there were some people, they couldn't hear what you were saying, and some people, they would love to follow you and hear what you have to offer, sister. So just announce your channel one more time.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry. I'm normally a fast talker. So it's Stand Up, Be Counted. Like stand, Stand Up, Be Counted.
Stand Up, Be Counted.
Yes, that's the name of my channel. I think that we should stand up and be counted to have a purpose in life.
Okay.
If I can quickly say this though, for all the men, and there are men that have suffered things. And so the book, even though it is titled about women, but men can be helped too with that as well, because I think about men a lot and the things they went through and the injustice of a lot of men. And so because I have brothers, I grew up in a home with no sisters, all brothers. So I think it's important that we not only address the issues, well, with women, but with men too. We should not leave men out, because we should be trying to help men get to a better place, and to be better and to do better. And a lot of times men don't get the credit for when they do step up to do what they need to do. So it's important to me. So I appreciate you again taking my call. And I don't want to hold you up, because I know there's probably other callers wanting to get through. So thank you so much, Senso. And I do watch your channel. I am subscribed to it. And a lot of times you have me laughing, but also you are a very wise man.
You know what? You need to go to the Museum of Game channel and just go there at 12 o'clock EST time today, on this Sunday. We will be there fellowshipping, listening to gospel music. We do it every Sunday, 12 o'clock EST time. So, on the Museum of Game channel, if you go to YouTube and you just put in the Museum of Game channel at 12 o'clock EST time, we will be fellowshipping, listening, to gospel music and fellowshipping in the Word of God. You don't got to be saved. You don't got to be righteous. Hoes, pimps, gangsters, max, players, killers, niggas that look like gorillas. We all coming on one accord to give God the praise, because regardless of whatever your lifestyle may be, you need to give God praise for life. He said, let everything that have breath praise the Lord. And last time I checked, I had breath, you got breath. So whatever your lifestyle may be, it's mandatory that you give God praise for life. And that's what we do on Sunday, 12 o'clock EST time at that time,
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And I will. And can you say that again? Because I do want to go over there.
Okay. It's the Museum of Game channel. It used to be the Sinful to P live videos channel, but now it's the Museum of Game channel. Since people want to take my intellectual properties, I had to rename the channel. But yeah, the Museum of Game channel, and at 12 o'clock EST time, we will be live, fellowshipping in the Word, listening to gospel music. No profanity, no none of that. No nonsense. We just there to greet one another, show love to one another. A lot of encouragement, a lot of enlightenment going on.
Absolutely. That is wonderful. Thank you so much for that, that invite. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it.
I truly appreciate you. That's why I did it. Just listening to you and your spirit. That's why I was compelled to give you the invitation, because I knew that you would have participation in it. But yeah, it would be a blessing, if you come.
Okay, and then also, yeah, I will. And I'm actually a minister, so I'm going to be preaching tomorrow. And It's actually my first time preaching on a Palm Sunday. But I've been preaching for years, but Palm Sunday, so so big ups to Hosanna. Okay, so thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I appreciate your channel, and I appreciate the fact that your moderators, they're very respectful, so very kind. So thank you so much. Have a truly, truly blessed evening.
All right, likewise, sister. Okay. Hello.
Hey, what's up? What's going on?
Man, if you don't get your ugly ass on. Okay, 702-800-9473. I don't want to talk to no ugly ass niggas. Just because you seen me speaking to the sister and we was talking about the Word and you heard me being nice to her, that don't mean that I'm going to be nice to you. That don't mean that I want to talk to you niggas just because I was nice and being respectful to her and she was an older woman and she's a minister and we start quoting scriptures and start talking about gospel music. So now niggas like, oh man, Sin being nice now. He just got through talking about God and gospel music. This is my time to call in. No, I still don't want to talk to your ugly ass. Fuck that. So once again, any of the ladies that want to call in right now, you got the liberty and opportunity to do so right now. I don't want to talk to nan nigga right now. Just all women. 702-800-9473. Nigga thought he had a friend. He thought because I'm going to be playing James Cleveland and James Moore and Thomas Whitfield and Daryl Coley and John P. Key. He thought because that's going to be going. He said, oh, this is my time. Sin just said something nice, so let me call in right now. No. No. Goof ass. Hello?
Mr. Skinny.
Gotta go. But yeah, man, 702-800-9473. If there's no ladies that want to call in, or basically we done with all the ladies, I think I'm going to go ahead and end it. I really don't have a desire to speak to the fellas. It was really just to hear the opinions and thoughts, from black women, because it was the black women that felt like they was disrespected. And that's sad that you niggas feel like you a black woman. Some of y'all in y'all 30s and 40s, and you feel like you a black woman. And see, what a lot of you black women have to understand is a lot of these guys are jealous of y'all. Yeah, they jealous. Seeing you just talking shit. No, some of these guys wish that they was a black woman. So you always wonder, why they showing so much hate? Why so much the disrespect? Listen, a lot of these guys hate that they got a dick between their legs. They wish that they could have been a black woman. They wish that they could have had a beautiful black pussy. They wish that they could have been a thick, fine, attractive black woman. But God gave them a dick between their legs, and now they got to be a black man and with all these black man responsibilities in this motherfucking sinful world. You know what I'm saying? But they really want to be a black woman, though. Hello?
Mr. Skinner.net.
That's why we have busters like him that keep calling in. Why? Because I'm telling all the black women to call in, and he keep calling in. Why? Because he wants to be a black woman. Y'all don't even see, some of y'all really don't know what you possess. And like I said, when you lack knowledge of self, you're not going to have a wealth and love pertaining to yourself. You know what I mean? You don't have knowledge of self. You don't know who you are. You don't know what you possess. You don't know your ministry. You don't know your identity. You don't know your individuality. You don't know, God's destiny for you. So that's why you have a lot of self-hate. That's why some of y'all have a lot of ignorance, because you lack knowledge of self. If you really knew who you were, man, you would be arrogant, egotistical than a motherfucker, man, But due to the fact that you don't have knowledge of self, you know what I mean? You say a lot of shit that's just contrary to the truth, ignorant, stupid, dumb. All right, who is this calling in, man? All right, he failed. But yeah, man. Black women got it going on. Okay, let me see this. And see, hating black women has become such a beautiful hustle. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Even though I love black women, the hustle's so good, I started to hate on y'all ass. I ain't gonna lie to you. Niggas is becoming millionaires. They at mansion homes hating on black women and shit like that. Just hating on black bitches. I was looking at niggas in mansions and driving cars and shit. I'm like, damn, you know what I mean? Maybe I've been loving y'all too much. I'm gonna have to start hating. I'm like, God damn, that's what hating black women do. I've been loving these bitches too long. It's time for me to start hating. Hold on. Hello?
Yes, hello. Can I say one more thing? It's Diane.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
Okay. So all I wanted to say is respectfully, Toby's family and loved ones are also seeing all this hate, and they are trying to mourn. They are going through something. So I just wanted to say, please, stop the hate so that this family can mourn, respectfully. That's all I wanted to say.
All right, baby. Thank you. I appreciate you, gorgeous. Thank you. Oh, Lord. Okay. That Diane. I know somebody like, God damn, that's her fifth time talking. Shout out to Miss DB. Hey, baby. But yeah, if there's any ladies that want to speak on this topic, am I worthy of death because my preference is a white woman? Let's say if I didn't like black women. As y'all know my story. My best friends was black women. But let's say if I wasn't like that. Let's say if I wanted to be with sweet, beautiful Brittany, and she's a beautiful white girl, and she's the apple of my eye. Like she's the greatest creation of mankind to me. Let's say that I'm just so in love with this woman. Would you abhor me? Would you just have total hatred for me because of my love, for this white woman? And now, am I worthy for death? You want to put me on sweet little Brittany. Sweet little Brittany from Apple Valley in Minnesota. See, if you ain't ever been in Apple Valley, you wouldn't know nothing about sweet Rachel, sweet Brittany's, with that Starbucks personality. She's just happy about everything. I just got out the shower. I just want to know, did you want me to do anything before I go to bed? Did you need me to cook you something? Would you like a beverage? Are you parched? Would you like for me to rub your back? Oh my God. Y'all wouldn't know nothing about it. See, I've had women of all different colors. You know what I mean? Yes. That's the one thing I love about being in this lifestyle. You're going to deal with women of all nationalities. You're going to have different experiences, But I've never tried to disrespect or minimize black women to exalt white women, to make myself more attractive and to make white women more attentive to me simply because I was disrespecting black women. I've always thought that was corny. Let me do this for you, bro. There you go. I don't want to even talk about whoever you talking about. I don't even know the individual that you speak on. Blessings to that man. Some of you niggas are just so gay. Why would you get into the comment section? Why would you keep calling a man and you saying another man's name? Some of you guys are better at being a bitch than the bitch. These women could learn a lot from you guys, man. You got that spirit of bitch ass nigga. You know what I mean? And you're possessed by it. You're bound. If you was to go to church right now, if the pastor just move in the spirit, they gonna be on the altar praying for your demons for hours because some of you niggas are bound by the spirit of bitchness. It's just in you. Them demons of bitch ass niggas is just in you, man. You got all type of feminine male Jezebel ass demons in you right now. You know what I mean? Seriously. And the sad part is you niggas like when I talk to you like that. That's how you know you're a bitch. If you smiling right now and laughing because I'm calling you a bitch, like, ooh, I like when Sin check me. That's because you a bitch ass nigga. It's because you're a bitch ass nigga. Anytime a nigga roasting you, talking to you the way I talk to you, and you smiling and laughing and all of that type of shit, that's because you think it's cute. That's because you think it's cute. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think that maybe he didn't deserve to die based off his preference. Justice must still prevail for him because he was murdered in cold blood. Thank you, baby. That's my baby right there. She's so fine. I know she's smelling like Bath and Body Works right now. All type of heavenly things. Shout out to all the ladies that's smelling good right now. You know, you might be in your robe just listening to this. You know, pussy smelling like the Garden of Eden and things. You know, blessings to you, baby. You know, I'm really trying to talk to. Is there any more ladies that want to say anything else before we go? I don't want to talk to none of the fellas tonight. I don't. I don't. I have no desire to talk to y'all. How did he get deleted? Look it up. Yeah, look it up. You know, if you Google it right now, it'll show you. You know, hook you up. You hook yourself up. Any woman that you see me flirting with or saying something to, hey man, that don't mean that you can't flirt with her and endeavor to have her. No, man. You know how I move. Yeah. No, it ain't like that. I don't care if it's a relative of mine. If my cousin, if my sister come up in here and that's something that you want, by all means, man, get at her. Shout out to Don Pito. Yeah, all you got to do is look it up. I got the government name right in there. So put his name in Google and watch how it come up. Oh, we flirts over here, man. Please let them know. If you see any woman in here that you want, by all means, man, campaign. I'm not going to hinder you. But is there any woman that has something else to say about Brother Christian, whether it be positive, whether it be negative? This is your time right now to speak your mind. My opinion has no dominion over what you want to say pertaining to the topic. I'm not going to cut you off. You might not feel the way that everybody else feel. You might want to call in and be like, man, y'all need to stop sitting over here crying for people who wouldn't cry for you. You know what I mean? Y'all sitting over here crying and weeping and mourning and having gnashing of teeth and lamentations over somebody that wouldn't even think about you if you died. Maybe that might be your point of view. Whatever your point of view, whatever your views may be, you can share it right now, and I'm not going to interrupt you at all. You know? So shout out to all the ladies in here. And blessings to all the ladies that did call in. Because some of you, by you being bold enough to call in, you compelled others to call in. By you having boldness to do that, you gave somebody else the courage to call in. So blessings to all of you. Give yourself a hand clap, you know? Time to justice is served. On live, time to justice is served. Brother, I don't know what you meant by that, but blessings to you. Okay, well, it looked like we done then. It looked like all the ladies shared their opinion. It looks like all the ladies conveyed, you know what I mean, how they felt. And yeah, blessings to all the opinions. You know, I respect all y'all opinions. I didn't agree with everything that was said, of course, you know, because I don't think the man was worthy of death simply because he had a different preference than what you wanted him to have. Oh, hold on. Somebody's calling in. Hello.
Hi,
Hey, who am I speaking to?
my name is Chidera.
You said Shakira?
Chidera, Chidera. Just like how it's spelled.
Okay. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, so I'm also Nigerian American, and what happened to Toby is really sad. Nobody deserves to die. Just real quick before my baby starts crying again, my first thought, just going through the comments, seeing what happened to Toby, and then seeing how everyone was reacting, especially a majority of them were Black women. The first scripture that came to me, I'm a Christian, was the love of many would wax cold. I was really heartbroken to see how, especially Black women, were reacting to a guy that has lost his life.
Right.
I thought that was really sad. I like to put myself in other people's shoes and say, if this were to be me, I wouldn't want anyone talking about my brother like that, you know? And I believe that we should start putting ourselves
in other people's shoes. Oh, would I want someone saying this about my brother, taking a tweet from how many years ago at a very immature age and using it against him, telling him that he deserves to die or whatnot? I think that's crazy. And the last thing is, when you stand before God, because one day we're going to die, and everything that we say, we're going to be held accountable for. God is going to bring up what you have said, no matter if you die in the next 50 years. How would you feel if God says, you said this about somebody that died? How would we all feel? Like, how would you feel about that? So I just feel, sorry, I know my baby is about to start crying again. I just feel we should start putting ourselves in other shoes, ourselves in other people's shoes, and also think about, what would our Maker say about this? Would our Maker be proud of what we say? So
I totally agree with you. And when you spoke that, it reminded me, and this woman was, that's the cold thing about it. She was attractive. Everybody know I'm into thighs. She just had the most beautiful thighs and this pretty, beautiful skin. I'm like, man, this woman fine. I'm like, but why is she talking like this? So I'm looking at her page, and then I go into her story, and then she talking about fuck Toby. And then after she says that, like as you keep going through the story, after she finished saying fuck him, and then she in the comment section arguing with women, because she like, he didn't like black women, so fuck him. And now she in a story saying fuck him. But what killed me was about 3 or 4 slides later in her story, she got TD Jakes in the story talking about when God creates an opportunity for you, when God makes them, I'm in my mind like, what the fuck? Like, what? I was blown away. But I understand, you just have, in the world of emotions, logical thinking doesn't exist, number one. So, I wasn't a surprise, but I was like, God damn, you just said fuck this man and why he dead and all this. And then 2 to 3 slides later in the story, I'm seeing Bishop T.D. Jakes and you like, yes, Lord, I received this. And I'm like, what the hell? But that's the way, our sisters are. Even the Christians, even the Baptists, they put their religion down. If you say anything it don't even matter. He could have been 8 years old. I would have been like, but he was 8 years old. Yeah, but see that the devil starting with him young. See, he gotta go. The devil's using the child. Yeah. You letting this be an excuse. You know what I mean? What you gonna say? He was 7 next. I just know their excuses, like the stuff that they were saying in the comment section of his own brother. I thought that they would have enough compassion to say, you know what? Even though I feel the way that I feel, this is his big brother. I'm not gonna say this on his family's page, but for them to actually be in the comment section, of a family member, the brother, somebody that's been with this man all of his life, and to say the disrespectful things that they said, I was like, God damn. But I respect those who are honestly possessing the salvation that they're professing to have. You truly have the spirit, of Christ, because it's only by love that, people like me, the backsliders and sinners, will know that you are his disciples. It's by love. In a world full of hate, you know what I mean? That's how we know that you're Christ's disciples, by the love. That's what separates you from backsliders and sinners. It's the love. And for people to be professing salvation and be a part of denominations and saying the hateful things that they were saying in the comment section of, even if you felt that way, but to say it, where his own brothers see it, it's like, wow, like y'all was doing too much. But I understand on social media, people just like get the courage to just be either as demonic as they want to be, or they just be all you could be on here. So it is what it is. But I appreciate you for calling in and saying that. Is there anything else that you want to say? I love your voice, by the way. Very pleasant.
Thank you. Yes, there is something else I want to say. I believe this is also why, and it's majority Christian. Let's just say this: is majority people talking, excuse my language, this shit, that will have God first in their bio, or that they're Christian, right? But the scripture says that we're supposed to deny ourselves daily. If we're going to be disciples of Jesus Christ, we're supposed to deny ourselves, even if we want to do sinful things or say bad things under Toby's brothers' pictures or crucify Toby. We're supposed to just deny ourselves, and this is why people look at Christianity as a joke. Honestly, this is why people look at Christianity as a joke. They see, oh, we're posting TDJs, posting all these biblical quotes, but then we'll turn around and bash on that just lost his life. So we need to really check ourselves. And I'm talking to myself as well. We need to check ourselves and think not about ourselves, but about other people and have more compassion. So we all need some true deliverance.
Yeah, like, I'll just say this. A person can quote scriptures from Genesis to Revelations. They can be a representation of any denomination. After we say all of that, after you tell me, about the Pentateuch, after you tell me about the 613 commandments, and you could tell me about the gospel, all of that. But if your life is not the message that you bring, then your message will fall on deaf ears. And for those people to actually say the things that they saying, and then I'm going to your page, and then you have this in your story, like, wow, you know? But I understand that also YouTube has become some of y'all pastors. And so for some of you not having spiritual leaders, YouTubers have become your spiritual leaders. And you're listening to bitter, not better, females who are hurt, who are in pain, sexually frustrated, mad, upset, you know what I mean? And because they're either in a situationship that they don't want to be in, or they don't have a man, their life is just so much content because they always got that, why am I like this? And he fucked up my life, and black men ain't shit, and oh my God, why would I even get involved with him? So, man, y'all be listening to all of these women, all of these females that profess to be women, just throwing off on each other. And the same even with the guys. Hating on black women. We just so divided. The discord. It's like, wow. The hate sells. Like if I do a video right now and it's positive and it's full of love, man, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. But
that's true.
But if I come anointed with the hate, everybody will show. We gravitate to the hate, but we don't gravitate to the love. But that's another message. But again, I appreciate you for calling in. Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity, and thank you for all that you're doing for our community.
Man, thank you. And you just sound so sweet. I already know what the fellas is thinking. Like, man, did you want to share your IG? Cause I already know the guys. Well, I know the fellas like answer her IG, man. She sound too good. She talking about she a Christian. Let me see if I can attend Bible class with her. I've been maybe she could teach me the word. I've been feeling a little down in my spirit. Maybe she got words of exhortation and inspiration, to give to a nigga while I'm down. You dig?
Yeah, everyone should feel free to follow me. I'm married, happily married. So if y'all gonna follow me, y'all can follow me. But I'm married. So my IG is that lady Chidera. I'll post it in the comments.
Say that one more time.
That lady, THATLADY. Chidera.
Okay. I like you, Sinful. I like you too, baby. Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate you, and blessings to your marriage.
Thank you so much. Blessings to your
To
platform.
blessings to this pimping. But thank you, baby. I love you. Thank you. Appreciate you calling in.
Love you.
Let me see. I seen a wild comment. Let me answer that. How is it that black women is the topic? You said the topic, the topic. You probably didn't mean to do that. Is the topic how we feel about a white woman killing a black man? That's crazy. How is that crazy? Crazy means misunderstood. What did you misunderstand about it? How is that not a topic? If it wasn't a topic, I don't think people would be here at, let's see, 1:32 EST time. As a matter of fact, my number is 702-800-9473. Call in right quick. Come chop it up with me before I get out. You know, call me. Let's chop it. Okay, if it has nothing to do with you, call in, you know, let's talk. If you're not busy, talk to me. Yeah, you see the number, 702-800-9473. My response to that, how would that not be a topic? Especially with all the comments that came from black women about this black man losing his life to this white woman. How could it not be a topic? I've seen you make comments in times past. You're more intelligent than that comment that you made. But emotions will compel you to say things that's just, you know, out of like, I wouldn't even expect you to say something, you know what I mean? Like, but at the same time, you're a woman, so you get emotional at times. So, you know, nothing is a surprise. Not with the ladies. Because I know everything is on feelings. You know? No, baby. Mad? Mad? No, darling. Do I sound mad to you? I don't think this is how mad sounds. Yeah, I'm not mad. I just think that if negative comments were made about this black man losing his life to a white woman, then I wanted to respond to some of the comments, and not just that, you know what I mean, that was made over there. I wanted to respond to the comments that was made in my comment section. So again, how is it not a topic? And then if it was like that, you wouldn't even be here. You said that's crazy, but at the same time, you here. That's crazy, but at the same time, you here, and you've been here for a little minute. But blessings to you. I'm glad that you're here, baby. I just wish you had enough courage to call in. I just wish you wasn't afraid of me. I just wish you wasn't fearful of sinful. Why are you fearful of sinful, baby? Go ahead and call in. I would love to talk to you. I ain't gonna bite you. Yeah. No, I said how black women feel about white women killing a black man. We didn't do it, so it shouldn't matter how we feel about it. We didn't do it, so it shouldn't matter how we feel about it. Yeah, baby, I'm just gonna take it as you drunk right now. Or maybe you high. Because I've seen you make certain comments in times past, and it has substance to it. It has some intelligence in it. I don't know. Maybe this topic is just a little bit too much for you. I don't know, baby. Yeah, you know, they didn't lace your weed up with some of that stuff. You know, y'all got to leave that stuff alone. They putting some new things in that weed that's killing a lot of y'all brain cells. Yeah. You know what I mean? Leave that alone, baby. You know what I mean? Seriously, because you're an intelligent black woman. I've seen you say some very intelligent things in times past. And to hear you now, it's like, whoa, is this you calling? Let's see. Hello,
Hello,
who am I speaking with?
this is Asia. Candy.
The one that I'm speaking to in the comment section?
Yes.
Okay. So, shoot. Go ahead.
Well, I'm not saying that that isn't a topic to talk about. I'm just saying everybody that's calling in, they're mad about how black women feel about a white woman killing a black man. We were nowhere in that equation. We had nothing to do with it. He was violating black women at whatever age. I'm not saying that it's not a big thing, but why is it always black women the target? Why are we always the target, even when we're not?
Okay, my response to that is, how are you a target, darling? How define
Well,
that? How are you a target? I don't remember you being shot at. I don't remember anybody attempting to shoot at you. How are you a target, darling? Define what you're saying.
Well, I was just referring to some of the Nigerian women that called in and were voicing their opinions about some things black women said and how they felt about things. Everybody's free to their opinion.
Right. So if everybody's free to their opinion, and you haven't heard me scream or holler or call anybody out their name or anything like that, so why would you use the word mad? Who was mad?
No, I was saying, well, when I said that they were mad, I was referring to the Nigerian women that were calling in. They were all mad at black women. For what? We didn't do anything. We didn't stab him. We weren't there. We didn't respond to the tweets. Like,
Wait a minute.
so
Stop.
feel a way about it?
Are you saying that black women didn't respond to the tweets? I know you
I
didn't
mean,
say that.
directly. Yes, people made their own comments to the publications that was put out. But directly responding to that man when he made that, nobody did. You know, that's all I'm saying. Like, we weren't.
Well, you don't know that.
Well, you're right.
Right. You don't know that. You're just talking. And furthermore, you know, as far as now, there's a man, if you go on the internet now, everybody has, well, not everybody, but there's a good percentage of black women who have the whole like nonchalant, he got killed, fuck him, move on. He said what he said.
But are we supposed to be affected though?
That's for you to decide. I can't make you feel affected. Yeah. I can listen to me where I'm coming from. I'm giving my opinion. You're giving your opinion. I'm not trying to make you feel affected, because the truth is we not affected by a lot of people that we don't know. You know, we might hear of a situation, say for example, if I hear of a little 7-year-old getting killed in a crossfire, I might not knew that 7-year-old, but that's gonna touch me. Something like that'll touch me, no matter what the color may be. It could be a white child that's 7 years old. That'll touch me, because that's tragic. But certain situations, that's like today, Nancy Hooligan at 94 years old, she died. Even though this is about to sound heartless of what I'm about to say, I don't know Miss Nancy Hooligan, and then she 94 years old. Shit, she was gonna die soon. You know what I mean? I don't know you. Now, if you was my grandmother or my great grandmother, yes, I'm going to feel something. You know, we see people on, like sometimes Shade Room and different platforms be posting people. They like, yeah, such and such and died. I don't be knowing none of them damn people. So I'm not affected. I'm not crying. I'm not boo-hooing. I'm not going to lose no sleep. or anything out of my day. Why? Because I don't know these people. But if it's something tragic, if somebody's being murdered, then it's like, damn, what the hell? You know, if I hear about somebody being stabbed in their sleep, yes, so it's gonna be like, damn, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So
Right.
with this situation, regardless of his preference, regardless of whether I think the brother was corny or not, it's still the fact that he lost his life. You got killed.
But he didn't lose his life because of his preference. His preference killed him.
Hold on. Say what you said again, because I think you say that again. His preference didn't kill him, but his preference killed him. What the hell?
I said
You wasn't trying to hide your child from the world, but your world from the child. What the fuck? What did you just say?
I said he didn't lose his life because of his choices, meaning his preference. His preference is what killed him.
I know you probably thought you ate with what you just said. I know when you said that, you put your hand on your hip and you did a whiny to bind them, you just shook your head like you said you just gave me a rhema word or something. I'm still looking at you like, what the fuck? But no,
I think you know what I mean.
I know what you mean, but you still said it like you had dropped the revelation, like you was John the Revelator,
Well,
and you was like his preference,
you
and then you
said
paused.
There has to be a
Okay, but check this out. Okay.
You know what I mean.
His preference, was white women. He got killed by a white woman. Okay. I understand. But at the same time, what I will say is, do you think that he deserved to be killed? And do you have like a nonchalant attitude towards his death because of some tweets that he made when he was 16?
Well, if you would say nonchalant is what's nonchalant about it? Like, I'm not gonna go get no.
You use the word. Okay, we'll use your word. Okay. I even help you since you acting like you don't know what nonchalant is. I'll use one of your words then, Miss. I don't know what it means. Okay, affected. You know, you did say that, right? You know what that means, right?
I am nonchalant about it personally.
No. We're gonna stay with words that you use because I'm listening to you. That's why I'm able to say what you said, because I'm listening to you. You did use the word affected, right?
Right.
Right. And you're not affected by him getting killed, right?
I mean, I'm affected by anybody dying.
Oh my God. Y'all always changing it up. Like, if you go keep the same energy, man. Don't try to like keep that shit 100. You not affected. Now you trying to change it up. Now you trying to go white girl on me. I thought you was gonna sit up there and kick the dough down and be a gangster with your opinion. Now you switching shit up. Now you trying to be sweet Brittany from Apple Valley and shit. I thought you was gonna be Keisha from the Ickies and kick the motherfucking dough down. Shit.
Okay, but let me finish though.
Go ahead.
I feel like, okay, I'm affected by anybody dying. That's a sad thing. You know what I'm saying? But I really don't, like, it's not moving me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why do we care? Like, why, I mean, why should we care?
See, now the real you is coming out. That's what I want. Come on. That's how you genuinely feel. You really want to say, who gives a fuck? I hear you. I hear you without you saying what you really genuinely want to say. Who gives a fuck? Seeing with all the topics that you got to talk about, why we talking about this tired ass nigga that got killed by his crack ass girlfriend? That's the fuck you really want to say. But you tiptoeing, you sitting up there tiptoeing, doing the Tootsie Roll over the shit instead of kicking down the door with it. I hear you. But I'ma just say this: whether he had got killed, and it's sad, and I'll leave that alone. But I will just say that I just have a different. I have value for life, and for it to be taken like that. And then I'ma just keep it all the way 100. See, some of y'all just read something and went on about your business. I actually went to his page and went through his highlights. Then I went to his brother highlights. I got to see how I'm in my mind like, oh, you know that song? Okay, I know that shit too. Oh, damn, you try. Damn, I ain't even been here before. God damn. Nigga like me, shit, I done only been to Canada. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers, like one thing about him and his brother, they are some traveling ass niggas. They going everywhere. And I'm like, damn. So you mean I put myself in his, that's when the empathy came. I started putting myself in his shoes. I started thinking about how I'm traveling, how I'm moving around, how I just went from Austin to now I'm in Miami. I'm doing my thing. And I know, you could just think from his perspective. You got it going on. You got this new ride. You got the place. You doing your thing with the crypto. Your bitch has over 2 million followers. You going to basketball games. You taking pictures with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I know what he was thinking. I got a trophy with me. And for you to worship, and I don't mean it, I know some of his friends here, but I got to keep it real with my perspective. For you to have all of this praise and worship service that you was doing for this bitch, and for that to happen, it is sad. Now, of course, y'all like, shit, I don't care. He disrespected black women. I ain't even know. No, it's the fact that you lost your life. You ain't even gonna get to see 30. And then for me to see your sister crying, your brother crying in the background, y'all was supposed to meet up with your grandmother. None of that's gonna get to happen. All because the same bitch that you were so happy to be with and be seen with and always tagging in all of your stories and videos and shit, this bitch done sit up there and took your life. And then didn't think nothing of the motherfucker to the point where she's sitting over there having a drink at the bar, just, So, like I said, when I went through them highlights, go ahead.
Let's support anyway.
Say it again, baby. Say it again. I couldn't hear you.
Black women are gonna support and be behind everything at all times, anything black. Anyway, regardless. So,
That's not true, cause you don't feel no love for dude. Dude could have said that shit at 10 years old. You be like, that little motherfucking devil. And that's the reason why he got killed. And that's a shame. I'm just showing you the hypocrisy of our people, because on one minute, let's say if a celebrity's name came up, he had dealings with a minor. Let's say somebody like Karl Malone, 20 years old, got a 13-year-old pregnant. Oh my God, she was a minor. Or another R&B singer, he messing with somebody that's 17. Oh my God, she was a baby. How could you? You know what I'm saying? And then when somebody's 16 that's just popping off at the mouth on Twitter, now all of a sudden he know better. 16, that's grown enough. No, he disrespected black women. The hell you go. Like, that's why I don't take people serious. I don't. Go ahead.
I didn't agree with the R. Kelly situation personally, so
That's another.
I like the way you even said it. You said that real nasty, but we'll deal with that maybe at another time. I didn't agree with the situation. Yeah. But nah, I'm not upset at any one of y'all that had a difference of opinion. It's just a difference of opinion. I have a sister. She listening to me now. She just texted me. My sister is listening to this. We be disagreeing all the time.
And that's what I'm saying. Are we allowed to disagree?
Yes, you are. On Sinful to P platform, yes, you are. And I'm still going to love you. And you could disagree with me. And if I heard that you lost your life or something happened to you, I would be fucked up about it.
My friend, really close friend, just lost her life to an African.
Damn.
So, I mean, it's just like neither here nor there. Like, but I'm really just like, come on, everybody eased up on black women one time. Can we get that support, regardless of what we do, say, or think, or feel?
I think black women are very supported. And to the goofy dude in the comment section, hey man, it's the same thing to me. I just think if you're gonna say something is a minor or something is a child, keep that same energy in all categories. That's what I'm saying. Like, how did that go over your head? But no, as far as with what you're saying, you are supported. I believe black men do support black women. I do not agree with this false shit that y'all be giving black men. We the most unsupported, the most unprotected, the most shot at, the most hated, the most fucked up, the most I love Brother Malcolm, but listen, y'all have taken that and y'all just went to another level. You don't know how it feels to be a black woman in America. Like, oh my God, God damn.
All my life I had to fight.
Right, like, damn. Do you know it's been some times where me and my sister was saying that my mother would be like, you shut up. You let your sister express herself. You don't know what it feels like. Go ahead, baby. So you can have a difference of opinion. We don't know everything. I don't know everything. You don't know everything. We just giving our opinions on a topic. I'm not gonna lose no sleep because you don't have you're not affected by this. I'm not gonna be in the bed like, damn, I wish I could go to sleep right now. But those black women sitting over there hating on that black man that sit up there and lost his life. They not affected by this man losing his life at all. They just, I just can't go to sleep about. I'm not gonna lose no sleep over, and y'all not gonna lose. If we just sharing our thoughts on a situation. Me personally, I think it's tragic. I wish he had the time to evolve. I think that a person that's only been on Earth for 26 years, he can't really say that he lived. I mean, can you really say that you lived if you only been on Earth for 26 years? I just wish he would have had the time to evolve.
It's a decent amount of time to have a little sense about yourself.
No, I don't think that. I've been around a lot of guys, man, at the age of 26 years old, and yeah, it's a lot of immaturity, So, like I said, I just wish that certain people would have had the opportunity to evolve. That's all. I just wish they could have had the chance. There's so many of our icons that are only icons simply because they had the chance to evolve. If they never had the chance to evolve, we would have never seen them as icons if they would have died in the days of their youth.
That is true.
So I see it like that. Huh?
God rest his soul. This is my opinion about things.
At least I got you to say God rest his soul. See, I feel good. We making progress. We making progress now. Now both of my dimples came out. I done got your motherfucking. You wasn't having no. You wasn't affected at all. Now you saying God rest his soul. See, we making progress, man. We making progress. If I was in the States, we might have attended. You know what I mean? The service together, man. You know.
Right.
Yeah, you know, because who's to say that this same brother, if he had the opportunity to evolve, let's say if she would have stabbed him up, he would have had the chance to live, and let's say that he would have came across, I'm just using this as an example, while he was in the hospital and while he was getting cool, you know, with the hospital, you know, let's say if some representation of the Nation of Islam was in there, or a brother that was in the conscious community was in there, and he got real cool with this brother, and they started sharing knowledge, and you know, the brother got compelled to really just unrelease and just relinquish all the truth to him and say, man, you know, you ain't had no business messing with that cracker, no way. And then he just sit up there and just go into it. And then we see that same guy who was having praise and worship service, you know, from for a white woman, and all his Instagram posts. Now we see this guy, you know what I mean, that's just, man, a strong, devout, you know, Muslim, or a strong brother in the conscious community. It could have happened. We will never know. He never had the chance to evolve. The same guy that was praising and worshiping white women, and only one of white one would have been. It's a chance that this same man could have had black children with a black woman in the future. We will never know. Why? Because we never had the opportunity to see him evolve.
His life should be an example to other black men.
Yeah, it is an example. It's gonna be. It's a cold proverb. Yeah. You know, but yeah, like I said, man, we don't know. We don't know what Pac would have been in his 40s. The impact that he would have had if he would have even been doing music. You know, maybe he would have been teaching and preaching by now. We don't know. You know, it was cut short. And like I said, anytime somebody die or get killed in their 20s, the tripping 20s, you know, I have thoughts about that, because you just got here. I did some things that was contrary to what I know to be right, and what, you know, some things that I would have never done now, you know, that I did in my 20s. I've evolved since that time. Anybody that knows me knows that I've evolved, and things have changed and things have matured. I've evolved in certain areas from, let's say, if I did something from the age of, 21, 23, 24. It's some things that I said and did during that time I would never say and do now. Why? I've evolved. You know, it's just like, okay, for example, back in the day, man, I was a cold, dirty Macker when I first came into this lifestyle. But now I'm in a position where I can knock so many niggas, you know, for they broads. But because of the position that the game has blessed me to be in, when they're confiding in me and conveying all the information about all their iniquities and capacities where they're coming short in, I don't take that information and utilize that to get under them broads. Why? My whole mentality has changed. It used to be a time where I used to knock my friends for they bitches. You know, but nowadays, man, you my friend, if you my brother, you know, your woman is off limits. I've evolved. I've matured. So the sinful to P that they respect and love now, that's the evolved man. That's not the man that came out the incubator retarded in the game. Like I said, in every lifestyle, there's evolution. And it's sad that, you know, we didn't get to see Christian evolve, you know, all the way into his greatness. You know, for like I said, for all we know, he could have evolved into a strong black man that was going to be a husband to a black wife, to have black children. We don't know. Why? It was cut short. Let me see. But you didn't got quiet on me now, you know?
I'm just listening. I agree with that. I would agree. In general, sense of the term, I agree with that.
Okay.
But thank you for letting me call.
I'm glad that I could get you to smile, and I'm so glad that I could get you to say, God bless his soul. Can I get you to say blessings to his family?
Blessings to all his family.
I like that. See, you a class act. Blessings to you, baby, and I appreciate you for calling in.
All right. Thank you for having me.
All right.
Bye.
See, that went well. That went well, man. See, that's why I say, man, you could never hate black women. They just be mad and upset. You just got to talk to them. You know what I'm saying? You can't stay mad. You can't stay angry at them, man. They too fine and thick any damn way. Okay, who is this, man? I'm trying to get off of here. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Yeah, so I just had to call in after listening to the live. I was coming in the chat, and I'm just like, what are we talking about? Are you a foundational Black American?
Do you see the title?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so if you hold
on.
on. So if you see the title, then that's what we're talking about.
That's what I'm saying.
You
So
can't. No. That's not what you're saying. That's what you were asking, and that's why I responded like that. You came in here sounding very dizzy. Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Okay, yeah, it just sound like
my
you
live is just behind.
No, you
my
just.
live is just behind.
No, it just
sounds
like
now.
it
That's
just.
why.
No, it just sounded like your head was in the sky. You was like, and you was just asking questions. I'm like, did she just slip on a banana peel and just fall into that?
I do have a question for you pertaining to the topic. Are you a foundational Black American?
Hold on, darling. Yeah. I want to speak, and when I speak, I want you to be quiet. And when you speak, I'm going to be quiet because I respect you. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay. So to answer your question, you know what I mean? I'm not any of that, baby. I'm just sinful to pee. Yeah.
You're just what?
I'm just sinful to pee. Just call me that. I'm not part of.
So you're not a Black person.
No, I'm not even identified with that. I'm just all pimp. I come from the tribe of pimps.
So if you're not a Black person, then why are you commenting on Black issues?
Because pimps can comment on all issues. I come from the tribe of pimp, baby. If you do diligent research, you'll find out that we was even before the black man. I come from the tribe of pimp.
Okay, so you're a white supremacist then.
Baby, before white supremacists were pimps, we were. I am that I am. We was in existence even before them. You got to do your research.
Okay, so then the whole topic about Black women commenting on this guy's death is irrelevant then to you because you're a white supremacist.
I guess so. But we even pimped on a lot of white supremacists. A lot of the hoes that I even had, they was white supremacists, but I was still sitting over there pimping on them anyway. Well, I come from the tribe of pimp.
Look, please stop it. Just please stop it. Honestly, I just want to say that this dude that died was a pillar of white supremacy, and there's no reason for any Black person, male or female, to be advocating for him. Because, see, when y'all look at his tweets, a lot of people just looked at the tweets that he said about Black women, but he had tweets about all Black people. That's what we get it misconstrued. So any opportunity that this guy had, he was going to use that against all Black people, not just Black women. He didn't like any Black people. So we need to be careful when we just because all skin folk aren't kinfolk. Just because a person has the same complexion as you, that doesn't mean anything.
That dude was a white supremacist and black skin. So we need to be careful when we advocate for these people, because if we put that guy in a position of power, he would not have helped black women or black men. So all black people need to sit this out. I feel sorry that he died. Death is a tragedy for anybody. But we can't be advocating for just any old body. We can't be marching and picket signing for somebody who would have celebrated our death.
Okay, I've listened to you without interrupting you. And before I even start, I just want to say, I know you thought you ate when you said all black folk ain't kinfolk ain't. I know whenever you said that, you probably snapped your fingers when you said that too, because you just knew that you had ate. You knew that you said something. Yeah, I know, but you said, but you had said it like you had dropped law. But look, check this out. If you actually listening to the beginning of this video, I came on here with friends of his that actually know him and not trying to define his whole life in some tweets, all right, that he made at the age of 16. You know,
you don't personally know him. Why are you advocating for him? You don't know him.
Darling, do you have any self-control?
Do you have any?
Yes, that's why I was quiet when you were speaking.
Okay, I'm just responding to your questions.
No, I didn't ask you. I didn't ask you a question. This is the time for you to speak in the vernacular of silence right now while I'm speaking.
I'm just responding to what you're saying.
No, you're not responding to what I'm saying. I'm speaking right now. There's no need for you to talk. After I finish speaking, then you can talk. Again.
Are you finished speaking?
Yes, I'm done speaking. Goofy bitch. Yes, I'm done speaking. You know what I mean? Listen, like I said in the beginning, I don't mind you guys conveying your opinion. You just basically sit up there, you understand me, speak your words. But if I can't speak and you gonna speak over me when I'm speaking, then no, we don't need to have a discussion. This ain't them other niggas' platform. I'm not no black feminist. Bitch, this ain't motherfucking Nyla's wife. I'm not Taz, bitch. I don't give a like, I'm Sinful to P. Did you not see the title? And for you motherfuckers that never heard of me, this your first time, let me introduce myself. I'm Sinful to P. Yeah, the pimp with the two dimples. You know, I will listen to anybody without interrupting you. All right? I'll ask for you to do the same. None of you are saying anything that's so powerful that I'm going to interrupt you when you're speaking. I know that some of you think you just be saying some powerful shit. You know what I mean? But baby, I done heard them speeches from her. You ain't doing nothing but regurgitating and reiterating what you done heard this YouTuber say, that YouTuber said, that YouTuber said, that YouTuber said. You're not saying anything. You know? Actually came up in here like she was just dropping off, thoughts. Bitch, I know where you got them little thoughts from. Them ain't even your thoughts. You saying word for word what another YouTuber then said. And that's what many of you be typing in the comment section what some of y'all favorite YouTubers say. You don't even have your own goddamn mind. You go to these little bitter ass bitches that sit up there, you understand me, and got bastard children with niggas that don't want to be a daddy to them kids. And so she bringing her bitter, and then you got some bitter bitches that's actually in relationships, you understand me, with bitter guys. You know what I mean? He bitter, she bitter, but they in a relationship. So she got all the content in the world. P, I know you ain't talking. Yeah, I'm talking about that couple. Yeah, that be with Cynthia G all the time. Yeah, take it back. Yeah, Sinful said it. You know what I mean? I say all, spare none. You know what I mean? Of course, all of them gonna have great content on YouTube. Look at their lives. Appreciate the 10. Look at their lives. Of course, bitches gonna come on YouTube on a live with the fire Yeah, look at what the bitch been through. Look at the fight. Look at your life. Of course, you got all the content in the world, bitch. Look at your experience. Look at your personal testimony. Look who you got a baby by. Look who you in a relationship with. Look at look at the people y'all be listening to, man. Then y'all hear one little fiery message from a bitter bitch that ain't got no man, or a bitch that look like a man, or a bitch that's in a relationship with a nigga that ain't a man, and then you be coming in my comment section trying to be a man. Bitch, if you don't humble your motherfucking self and start operating in the spirit of humility, man, I'm just talking when you talking. I'm responding, you know what I mean, when you responding. I'm talking when you, like, what? Somebody better help her. No, again, when you call in, I don't mind you disagreeing with me, man. You can say whatever you want to say. I just want the opportunity to say what I want to say without you interrupting me. That's all. It's just got to be a mutual respect. And if you could do that, we gonna be good. But I could see that, you know, she couldn't do that, so I had to let baby girl know. You know, she was like, are you done? Yeah, bitch, I'm done. Cancel. Canceled her ass. Soon as I hung up the phone, I heard old girl in New Jack City, rock-a-bye, baby. Yeah. Canceled the bitch. Come up in here. And then you had a dizzy ass voice. The bitch voice was just dizzy as hell. She doing her best to sound like she's intelligent and all of this shit. And the bitch just sound dizzy. That's why I asked. I was like, man, this bitch sound dizzy as hell. Are you? I was like, huh? Are you? You a white supremacist, blah, 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 blah. So when she came to me like that, I was like, yeah, I'm about to be stupid nigga on the bitch. Yeah, bitch, I come from the tribe of pimps. Are you a black man? Nah, I ain't no black man. We was before them. Oh, so you a white supremacist? Yeah, we didn't even pimp on them motherfuckers. I had some white hoes that was white supremacists. Yeah, I done checked some dollars out her ass too. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. You know? Oh, man, I just love it. I love it. But look, we over 3 hours, man. Do this for me. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what I mean, subscribe to the channel. I'm not somebody pretending to be intelligent. I'm quite ignorant. I'm an ignorant ass nigga. And if you want to support me in my ignorance, click on the subscribe and click on the bell. I'm going to get into a continuity of displaying and conveying ignorance. So please, by all means, if you want to help me promote my ignorance, if you want to help me evangelize my ignorance, please, by all means, click on the subscribe and the bell button, and I will appreciate you, and I will give you the greatest ignorance that you have heard in your existence. I'm anointed with the ignorance, so by all means, hit the like button. Prince, appreciate, man, that Patreon. You want to come to the Patreon, by all means. I'm not answering no private number. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. That's probably some nigga, you know, calling me, man, in the conscious community. What that nigga Nature Boy said, the divine feminine. That's probably one of them divine feminine ass niggas. I ain't answering the phone for no nigga calling me private, one of you divine feminine. Y'all remember that when I did that review when Nature Boy was on Sarnetta? He was like, the divine feminine. You know what I mean? You know? Appreciate that, Prince. Good looking, man. Appreciate that. But listen, before I go, I just want to say blessings to his family, and may the peace of God that passeth all human understanding be with his family. You know, all bullshit aside, after everybody get their opinions and shit like that, we all got people in our families that's living lives, that's participating in lifestyles that we don't necessarily agree with. So, you know, just because we don't necessarily agree with the lifestyle, we wouldn't want our cousins, our brothers, or our sisters, you know what I mean, to die simply because they in a different lifestyle. You know what I mean? Some of us got people in our family that's gay. You know what I mean? But should my gay cousin, you know what I mean, die? You know what I mean? Should I celebrate or be nonchalant? You know, just be heartless because you were gay and you got killed by your boyfriend? You know what I'm saying? Droney, what's going on? So regardless of what your lifestyle may be, your preference is, I don't want your life to be taken. You know, I don't want you to die, like that. No, I don't. So may the peace of God that passeth all human understanding, be with his family at this time, man. Shout out to his brother. Let me see this. What's my PayPal? I have a PayPal. One of my mods might get the link for it, but just off top, I don't have it, baby. I just got that Cash App, that Zelle, that Vimeo. But I do got a PayPal. And if you go to, matter of fact, you know what you could do? I got a PayPal on my website. Yeah, if you just go to www.sinfultop.net, you will see my PayPal. My PayPal is on my website. I just have to remember that. Yeah, www.sinfultop.net. And if you go to my website, you will see my PayPal on the website. You take Bitcoin? I mean, I would, but I mean, if you want to, give that, then I'm accepting. I'm not gonna reject. Shout out to Lovely One. She just be having a good time. Shout out to hold on, let me see your name. Diane and Miss Nonye. Shout out to the homie Turf. Appreciate you, homie. But we enjoyed ourselves. Should I put this on my Patreon or should I leave this on YouTube? This was a good one. I'm gonna let my people decide. Because my people on my Patreon, they don't be wanting y'all to have nothing. Should I put this on my Patreon or should I keep this on YouTube? Because my people on my Patreon, they be paying for everything. They don't want y'all to have nothing. I might have to change that title a little bit because Nonye and her sister definitely was a blessing. So yeah, I might have to change that title a little bit. Leave it up, P. The topic's still fresh. Yeah, it is. YouTube, so I can share it. Shout out to Sister Figgy. Blessings to you. She just came off of her birthday. Everybody say happy birthday to Figgy. Tribe of the Pimps. Leave it up for a minute. Okay. Well, after I get off of here, I'm going to put Forrest up there. I think episode 9 for Forrest for Tommy's show for Power. That came on while I was on here. So, I'm going to put that on the Patreon once I get off of here. And, shit, let me see something right quick. It's 2:19, man. It's still early. I still got it, man. Yeah, I'm going to make some calls. I'm not going to promise you, but 9 out of 10, man, I might go back live, man. Probably do some reviews tonight. If y'all going to be up, yeah, we could do some reviews. Justice for Toby. Yeah, man. Regardless of, whatever his preference may be, man. Nigga lost his life, didn't get to see 30 years old. I could see if he was a bum or something, ain't had nothing going on, but like I said, I just respect the fact that you was getting to it. You know what I mean? Like I said, if you go to him and his brother's highlights, man, them niggas was doing some fly ass shit. When I looked at their highlights, I said, God damn, I gotta use this passport, man. For real. Go to Christian's highlights, then go to his brother's highlights. And you gonna come back seeing you right, man. After seeing they highlights, I gotta get my passport. I gotta get my passport game. See, this right here, this ain't where this stopping. Hold on, let me do this right quick. You know what I mean? This that Mississauga, man. This, this is cool. You know what I mean? But it don't stop right here, man. You know what I mean? Like after I saw Christian, the way they was getting down in them other countries, I said, oh man, I'm tripping. I got to get my shit together. They need to hurry up and give me my citizenship here in Canada, man, so I can move around, so I can be able to come back without having to fight to get back in. Once I get that, once I have the insurance of knowing that I can go anywhere I want and come back to Canada with no problem, man, it's on. It's on. Come to Ghana this year. Baby, I'll definitely come there if your fine ass is going to be there. Yeah, you and your sister, both of y'all are gorgeous. And yeah, man, I don't know why y'all was, I don't know, man. I ain't gonna say nothing, but I did see some of y'all kind of going back and forth. I seen, black Americans. I seen, black, women here in America, going back and forth with Nigerians, man. Like, I don't even know why y'all have, hey, Kosi, hey, baby. Yeah, y'all want to go to their page, man. Yeah. She looking good, too. Yeah. But, yeah, if you go to Christian page and his brother page, you go to their highlights, you going to be like, God damn. Let them niggas show you them hotel rooms, man, in them different countries. The food. Oh, man. I'm like, this Canada been cool, but I've been here now for 3 years. I've been here now 3 years going on 4. And I love it out here. Prostitution is legal. It's free medical. Some other things that I'll say, but I don't want to say because a lot of you niggas will get compelled to come out, and I don't even want y'all out here. But yeah, I love it out here in this Canada. I really do. Especially when you get a chance, just look up the Square One area of Mississauga. Type that in YouTube. Look at the places. I love being here. I do. But after seeing Christian and his brother in them different countries, I said, man, I got a lot of living to do. I got a lot of countries to go to. Just going to Canada, man, this ain't nothing. God damn. Some of them hotels, man, was looking very fly. Do you know how fly that is when you got your shit together? When you having money, when you got your credit is right, and when you could go somewhere else in another country, and go campaign? Oh my God. And to you young guys, yeah, get your passport, man. Get your passport. Some of y'all, if y'all had other experiences with women of other different cultures, you really would. It's not a black thing or white. It would really be an American thing. You might go to another country and say, you know what? I don't even want a woman from America no more. Woman, you might go to another country and meet a man of another culture, and you might decide, I don't even want an American motherfucker no more. Black, white, green, blue, whatever the fuck this color is. I don't want to deal with nobody from America no more. Seriously. Because I've had experiences out here. I was like, man, I get treated almost like a god out here, man. Like, these people love my accent and everything. Like, I be listening to the disrespect that some of the brothers be taking in America. I'm like, like, they like, when you coming back? I'm like, man, I don't know. So for me, it's not so much of a black, white, what it's like after this experience and all the other experiences that I'm gonna have in other countries. After experiencing that type of femininity, that type of submission from women of different cultures and different countries and things like that, I'm pretty sure my perspective, is going to get broader and my standards is going to go higher. So a lot of people that did have a chance won't have a chance, with them experiences, Let me see. Love you, Noonie. I agree with you, Meg. Her judgment going to come regardless, the real judgment, not the judgment from man. I'm in total agreement. I'm in Canada, man. This place is to be, P. I totally agree, man. Expand your mind. That's right. Most people haven't even been around the U.S. Even around the U.S. is amazing, too. That's true. Hold on. There's definitely can be a difference. Yeah. But yeah, let me get out of here, man. Seeing you speak very well. You kept saying I'm a vibe. That's how I know you young. That's how the young people talk. I'm 37, baby. I'm an old ass man now. I'm 37 going on eternity. You know, the young people be saying that. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. You sound like one of my youngins. You know? She 21 years old. That's all she. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. Ooh, this bop. Listen to this bop. Oh, it's a vibe. Come on, can I spend time with you? It's a vibe. Like, that's that young people shit. But blessings to all y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for coming out. And hope you live as long as you want, never want as long as you live. Y'all stay blessed. I'm out, man.